I had the Mr. Beast stuff on.
It is started.
Don't forget to subscribe to A Good Duck.
Okay, that's not funny though. That's not even a joke.
Yeah, it's
I
just
Unless
true.
her
funny.
channel's a joke.
It isn't. I haven't really watched any of her content.
Yeah, me neither.
These Mr. Beast thumbnails make every YouTube video so much better.
It literally changes nothing. It just makes it funny for like 2 seconds and then it gets old.
It does not get old.
Yeah,
Some of
and
these-
then you have your fun for 5 minutes and then
I'm
you
sorry, but some of
uninstall
these
it.
positions are just way too convenient.
The fucking the briefcase one where he's showing off money, you literally cannot see the thumbnail.
Yeah, that makes-
And also, by the way, it does include Mr. Beast videos. So there's often 2 Mr. Beasts on one video.
yeah, it was better than
Hello,
it's better than
Brazil
one,
ball.
too.
What's up? This
Wait,
is
I'm
now
not Jason
my
stream.
thumbnail.
He's not streaming Pokemon Sleep again, is he?
Wait, how many streams have we done of this game?
8.
Oh, that's so depressing. We were one stream.
Well, maybe
off.
if
This
if
is
we take too long, we could have a 9th one.
I mean, technically, we've had 10 streams. Wait,
very
wait.
technically.
Yeah, because of the 2 times your like computer crash or some shit like that.
Yep.
That don't count.
Well, it doesn't count towards the thing, but like.
Wait.
Oh, are you gonna post the order, or is that until like tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that now, actually,
Okay.
before I forget.
Pete, it cracks me up.
Yes.
The ending to the round 6 roll is pretty fucking funny. There it is.
There you go.
Begin with memory.
Damn. I was 3rd again.
What
Yeah.
preview?
That's 2 years. That's I almost said 2 years. That's 2 in a row.
Preview is the intro movie.
What are we gonna do for Morgan's Roblox?
We will figure it out.
Because we're gonna do all the FNF and Sonic game shit there. I guess
I know.
we play fucking Speedrun 4 again.
It.
What?
Use the wrong name again, like you did on the wheel.
Whoops.
What happened?
I got this. Hold on. I don't know why I didn't change that. There you go.
Alright.
Cool.
Wait, what happened?
Don't worry about it. Anyway,
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna rewatch that part of the stream again.
it's not on stream.
Thank you,
Fuck.
John.
I thought you literally just started stream.
I did.
Thank you, thank
So
you.
how is that
No,
not on
but you won't be
stream?
able. You will not be able to tell what it is just by watching stream.
Someone's
All
name
right.
was wrong. That's all I know.
Yeah. Yeah, I wrote someone's name down wrong. I misspelled it.
Oh,
No one pointed
poggers.
it out.
He said again.
Yeah, because I did it wrong in the when I wrote it in the wheel, and then I did it wrong when I put it in the thing because I just copied and pasted what was on the wheel.
Hmm. Summer's listening to Michael Jackson.
Oh, but she's in the thing.
Yeah. Maybe she just doesn't
All
want
right.
to listen to our dumb voices.
Yeah.
Wow, mine's only mine out for 2 months.
Yeah, well, some's not for 3. Almost.
October, wow.
Well,
Yeah.
just be lucky next time, idiot.
Just get lucky.
Yeah, how do you think fucking Duck feel?
Yeah.
True.
Oh, and somehow General 2 ended up above General. I'll know how that
Yeah,
happened.
that's
me
right.
neither.
We've seen that.
I think what happened is when I was dragging everyone over to stream one time, I might have accidentally picked up the voice chat instead of them.
Yeah.
That seems,
Ah, well.
that seems like a thing that would happen by accident.
All right, so let's dive back in.
With memories.
Was there never?
Let me pull
music
up
on
the walkthrough again.
So which one do we start with? Which ending? I mean,
I'm not going to tell you what the endings are.
by like number.
Yeah. I don't know which order they're in, so
It would be whatever ending was the one we got last stream. The coffin ending.
that was the true ending and the coffin ending we got last stream. And then we had the submarine ending, and then there was a safe ending.
okay. AKA,
All right.
Dude lost because
So
he died. Lymphal.
this first ending we are going to get is gotten by going through door 6 without following the route for the safe ending.
Okay. Which was just like going like which numbers was
Yeah.
the safe ending?
The safe ending was door 5, 8, and 6.
So just don't go in 5 or 8, I guess.
Yes. We're going to be going in 5, 7, 6
Okay.
in order to avoid it. Whoops. There is a picture of a ship in it. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Gotta go fast.
Sonic. Man, who would have believed that this isn't on a fucking boat?
Don't forget the pillow.
Yeah, there's no way he would forget the pillow for a third time. For another time, I mean. He's done it like 6 times by now. Why did you need that out?
Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna worry about it, I think. Zero jump scare. I haven't watched one in a bit. The number 1 episode of
Uh-huh.
because like I don't have knowings of why all this shit is solved,
No.
and now you're just it's like muscle memory at this point.
Whoops.
Clearly, you were stuck on here for a while, not knowing you had to
Yeah.
click on a fucking specific thing, and then you're like, "What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Where the hell is it?"
What the hell are you doing?
What the hell is this?
What the hell is this?
What the hell is this?
Okay, catchphrase. Anyways, door open.
Damn, this really did take in one entire stream.
Oh my god, these new characters. I'm sure they'll all be
No, we've
memorable.
never seen before.
Yeah.
Well, are they
Never
memorable?
seen.
Are they now memorable to you guys?
They certainly are.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah.
Who's your favorite?
Oh, I don't know.
I like Snake.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
Snake's good.
don't.
I like Seven.
I kind of
I
like them
also
all
like-
equally, but that's kind of a dipshit answer.
I really
Ooh,
like
I like
Clover.
Clover too.
I really like Clover and Seven. They're probably my favorites.
Yeah.
But I like Clover more.
Yay.
I like Clover, Seven, and Snake as well.
I like.
I don't know why, but for some reason I like you.
Honestly, they're the ones that make the most sense to like. Because the thing is, the rest are either villains, dead,
Or
or the main
assholes.
character.
I like 9. Oh wait, 9's dead. I don't like June.
Damn.
I'm sorry. Every other
Yeah,
relationship
because
is better
the
than
main
June.
two characters, because those two characters like each other a little bit. Therefore, you can't like her because you are too gay. That makes no sense.
Well, they barely spend any time besides all the backstory.
I mean, like, oh man.
I don't get their dynamic.
Yeah, going
doesn't
through
matter.
the door.
Air friend.
5 first.
Yes, just as long as he gives us a path that's different.
Yeah.
It really doesn't matter at this point. Oh my god, talk. Oh my god, blood, paper, rooms.
Yeah.
Windows Movie Maker, but speedruns version.
Oh, a bed with a canopy. I've
It's a
seen
bed
things
with a
like this in
canopy,
movies and
guys.
stuff. Oh, for fuck's sake, I don't care.
But this bed is very luxurious. Oh my god,
Pretty
notes.
podcast.
Hey John, look, it's notes. Are any of the letters silent?
If you're thinking about music, then you are not thinking too complicated.
How fast do the vehicles get through a round?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Nice face.
How
Oh my god, we
fast
have
do
a
the
base.
vehicles get through a round?
Say that one more time.
How fast do you think we will get through a round?
I mean, most of the dialogue we can skip immediately, so I think we can go pretty darn fast.
Wait a minute, wasn't the first one to not go for this side because this side has the safe in it?
I think if we don't go into 7,
If we don't go into, I'm gonna
Was
look it
it
up.
7
If
or
we
8?
don't, as long as we don't go into 5, 8, and 6, we'll be fine.
Okay.
We'll just go into 7 in our next door.
Noah's in his Pogger cave. In
Poggers.
his man cave.
That is a. Damn it! I want to call it that now. I want to go in and call it that.
Yeah, the man cave. How is that not burnt to a crisp?
Don't question it.
I'm gonna question it, actually.
This is fucking night and day difference how fast we're going,
Yeah?
which I guess makes sense.
I mean, we spent all
Wow,
our
solving
time
the
reading.
puzzle goes a lot faster when we know what the puzzle is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also,
Crazy
does it?
Street.
We also read. John had to like voice line every one of these people beforehand
Yup.
too.
Yeah.
Look how much you talk. Jesus, shut the fuck up.
Time for the
I love this again.
song
That's
that's
easy enough.
associated with time.
So Bobby.
I believe 3. Oh yeah. Oh, I have a delay. Whoops.
Dun 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 dun.
The Big Bang.
It's
What?
also associated with time and time
Uh-huh.
passing. Did you just say Five Nights at Freddy's?
I did.
Oh. Oh, yeah, that song does play in FNAF. Damn.
Let me beat your level.
Yeah, I know that now. I just kind of fucking forgot for a second. It is true. Because, you know, most grandfather clocks play that tune. Because, gonna say it for a third time, the song is associated with time because of Big Ben. I don't
I
know
don't
what that...
associate that specifically with time.
Big Ben Ben.
That's what most people associate it with.
Ben.
That's what I associated it with.
Did we ever figure out why the doors were the correct ones?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like, why go to this specific door to get like the true ending?
Because that's how it works.
I think the reason for it being the certain doors isn't really too important.
I
It's just
get
more
it
of the
because
stuff
we're
behind each door.
supposed to go trial and error, like freaking June said, but still kind of weird. That's like you get this ending and you're gonna get shot.
Did they
Where's the coin
explain
slot? Oh, it's
why Santa doesn't like
Oh, I
four.
understand how this puzzle works now. So you know how the lights said club, diamond, and heart on it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
It was never about timing at all. All you had to do was go to this and hit club, diamond, and heart, and it would instantly give you sevens.
Oh.
That is very funny.
I'm sorry, John. You suck at this.
What?
But instead you had to
Whatever, yeah,
try
I know.
harder. So true.
John probably has sound effects off on my end.
My I just said Maya. That's it. I just had nothing else to say. My voice
Maria.
mod doesn't work properly. Sometimes it's pretty poggers.
Technically, I always have mine on.
Yeah, mine's also always on, but like, the sound effects aren't working properly. I press the keybind and it would just go.
Did I? Hello?
It like notices
Oh.
that it worked, but like it doesn't play it, and you guys don't hear it. To make digital, yeah, you know, shit. Poggers. Oops.
Wow, those buttons were really fast.
Yeah. Doop-a-doop-doop.
Muy fast.
Muy fast. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Did they explain why the reds weren't working? And I just missed it every single time.
Talk, 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 talk. One of us is a psychopath. Talk, talk, talk.
Yes, no, maybe so.
What'd you miss? Not much. We just went through the first door. We're going for one of the endings. We're basically, for this ending, we have to go through door 6 without following the path for the safe ending. So for this door, we're going to go through door 7.
Oh, we can't say she's right.
I'm gonna
You
say
be a
this again.
bitch.
Did they explain why the reds weren't working every time, and I missed it? Or like,
I don't know.
cool.
Okay. Door.
We definitely
second.
go to door 3.
I still don't get why June's here.
Why shouldn't be
7.
June here? Oh yeah, that's
Because-
why. Yeah, no, I get it now. Whoopsies.
It'd be like that.
Whatever. Oh,
This is where stuff might start being different. We'll have
Look,
to
it's John
see.
again.
yeah.
So door 7.
Oh, it's I thought it was the other one that. Whoopsies. I just have bad memory, I think.
Hey, so now that we know the context, is June seeing everything we see in the bottom?
Yes.
Yes.
The table near.
Damn, she was the one figuring out everything for us.
That's so smart. Because you just are just like, why is there a second? It's so wild.
Whoops.
Excuse me. That door is.
Damn, it's locked.
Oh, we don't know about Ice 9 or anything else
Yeah,
at this
no.
point. So what's gonna change? God motherfucking damn. You don't even have the Clover to give to Clover.
Yeah. Can't stay here for long for once. Gotta go to a dinner thing. Got it. You can, I guess you'll watch the stream later to see what the endings are. Now, part of this might be different, so I'm not going to fast forward it. It's the story about the crystals. Here we go. This is different. You mean like it was infected with a virus or something? Seven shook his head. No, not like that. It spread like wildfire. It showed up in labs that were completely isolated from the rest of the world. It even started happening to crystals that were completely sealed up. Doesn't seem like it could have been a result of this stuff coming in contact with other samples. Then... well, I guess it was some sort of information. Like the crystals were transmitting this information all across the world somehow. What information? How to make a new crystal. Something had to tell the stuff how to do it, right? Like it just whispered to the EDT in the tank. Hey, if you do this, you can take in water molecules. Hey, Doomsday. Come on, man, that's just... I mean, who is this someone anyway? Someone you can't see. Someone who exists all over the world. You mean like a god? Or maybe the devil? Seven grinned. As Junpei was trying to figure out what on earth he was going to say next, Clover's shrill voice pierced the room. Hey! What are you two doing over there? Stop wasting time and get over here! Okay, we're coming. Jeez! Seven looked at Junpei. Yeah, so anyway, that's the story. It might be useful someday. Don't forget it. With that cryptic remark, he turned and left the room. Junpei was left behind to ponder what he'd just heard. Information being transmitted invisibly. Could such a thing really happen? Yeah, it did to you last stream.
Yeah.
Well, thinking about that crap isn't going to help me right now. We need to figure out how to get the hell out of here first. He took a deep breath, tried to clear his mind, and followed after Seven.
Okay.
Good.
Not much.
Alright.
I guess they're trying to hammer in the point that, you know.
Yeah, that's what happens if you don't know about Ice 9. That little tidbit happens instead.
Okay. It's pretty cool. Okay, we get back people.
I found a beaker.
Yep.
Good job, Clover.
Whoa, Beaker!
Yes. Wow. That's some cool purple liquor.
That's some cool purple liquor. Whoops.
Did I say liquor? Whoopsies.
No, you didn't.
Oh, cool.
Bling.
Mm-hmm.
Bling bling.
Bling, bling,
Whoops.
boy.
Bling bling
Nope.
ding ding. Did you say bling bling boy?
Yes, I
Yes.
did.
Good.
This is different now, too. Gave her a small shake, but she still didn't respond. The silence grew heavier. Let's just get out of here. We've got the key. Let's use it. That cool with you? Clover nodded, almost imperceptibly. Still, Junpei was glad to see she was at least somewhat responsive. He put his hand on her shoulder and guided her to the preparation room. As they arrived at the door, she suddenly stopped. I'm sorry. What was this? Why was she apologizing? Junpei wasn't sure what to make of her. Was she emotionally unstable because her brother had gone missing? I'm really sorry. Just forget everything I told you, okay? Don't worry about it. Really, I mean it. How could anyone pretend not to hear something like that? But something told him this wasn't the time to press the issue. Junpei gave her the warmest, kindest smile he could manage. Alright. Thank you. Her smile was weak. It was almost painful to watch. Damn. The hell took you guys so long? Seven looked up as they walked into the room, clearly irritated. You playing doctor in there or something? Maybe. Jealous? Seven avoided answering the question. They stood in front of the door. Junpei took out the Jupiter key.
Gotta go fast.
Yep. What? Oh, the key? Ain't that what I just said? I'm talking about the Jupiter key. We found it in the operating room. Right, Junpei? Junpei nodded. Ah, the solar system keys. We found a couple more in the laboratory in the kitchen. Here, the Earth key and the Saturn key card. And with that, she pressed them into Junpei's hand. The metal key had the Earth symbol on it, and the key card had the Saturn symbol on it.
Yep.
I might lose them. It's probably better if you hold on to them. That way it won't be my fault if they get lost. Junpei felt slightly less than honored. As a group, they now had 3 keys that had not been used. The Jupiter key, which had been found in the operating room. The Earth key, which Lotus had just handed to Junpei. The Saturn key card, which Lotus had also just handed to Junpei. Junpei tucked the new keys into his pocket. June spoke up. Why was that not done?
No.
Maybe because you restarted the game. Knew last time to get the.
No, it still would have counted.
Because the game decided.
Oh, the final 2 endings are this one and the one for going for door 1, but you don't do the bookmark, Ice 9, and all those things.
Yes.
They're
Correct.
like gonna do like the same thing twice, essentially.
Yes, pretty much. We're just changing the last door we go through.
Dope. Oh, and
Can we
Snake's
do it?
definitely totally dead, guys.
Hey, John.
Hey.
Can we just do a save state right before the
No,
final-
because then it won't count towards our save file.
Hmm.
Yeah, it wouldn't be fun. Excuse me.
Okay. And then finally, door 6.
We should definitely go through door 2 again.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Also, let's knock
Oh,
it
it's
out.
this one. Okay. She burns out
Alright.
multiple times throughout the playthrough. It's not like she's getting burnt to a crisp every other second. Strange.
Go up the stairs to have a display on the wall with the sliding switches. What? Those are words that I understand.
What? What are you understanding?
Go through door A and then go through door B.
Cool.
I'm looking around. This is probably the one I remember the least about.
Hug.
You need to go up to the second level to
However I do that, I don't remember.
staircase there.
Oh, there it is.
You go up again. You go through the
And
boiler.
go through door A.
And then I
Okay,
think
go through door
B
A and then
next.
go through door B.
Venus.
Hmm. What? Oh, that's the way back down. Did that have a C on it?
Mhm.
Yeah. Go through door C.
No, go back through.
Where?
Like a turnaround. Let me. You're trying to get to the other side of those boxes.
But
I
not
was
for
already
door
there.
C.
There it is.
Okay. I love it when the game is convoluted.
They stood there for a few more minutes, no one speaking, until Santa turned and walked away from the winch. Junpei and Ace followed him. Okay, that was really important to show me. Go downstairs and get the console from the left side of the conveyor belt. Ah, yes. Go downstairs. I will get right on that. Never said I was smart.
Yeah.
Oh, I already did this. Take a box of coal.
Yay. As usual, half of the people in here are muted. Did you fill it up with coal?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Oh, it's okay. That's for the door.
Did the gear wheels rotate?
I don't know. Did you need to interact with them?
Oh yeah, you need to go up to the. Did you go to the panel and turn the furnace on?
I guess not.
Oh god, that's not a good combination.
What's
no,
on
not
a
this
good
panel.
combination?
The upper one that has the 4 levers. 3 already slid up. You gotta slide the last one up. Go up the
The
stairs.
one up at the stairs here?
I think those stairs. No,
Why
no,
is
the other
Blue
stairs.
Blader
The
in
ones-
no,
Other stairs,
why
okay.
is Blue Blader
that-
in
yeah, that's
freaking
in the
Noah's
cave.
cave?
That
Yeah,
panel there.
Felipe's in here. Hi, Andreas.
The
Oh,
Noah's
there.
man cave.
Oh, I
You hit
forgot
the
about the chat.
lever.
Tap this one.
Oh wait, I can read the chat now. There's no spoilers.
Hey, you guys can read the chat now. The timer stopped. I did not start the timer.
Oh, nice.
The timer did stop.
About
Every
30
time.
minutes.
It did stop.
Did you call time? last time. I mean,
Yeah, well, it's not true time. Well, I've done all this now. Gear wheels will rotate. Examine each gear wheel to find a metal disc in each one.
oh yeah, that.
Oh my god, a fidget spinner fits in that.
Must
Oh my god.
be a pretty fucking big fidget spinner, and also
You know,
shaped
it's
wrong.
it's for the most special people.
Hey,
You need a
concealment, what's up?
fucking gigantic, like that's like the size of your head. It's gonna cleave off your head if you
Don't
use
worry
it
about
wrong.
it. So, how does it? You know what else doesn't make sense?
What?
As I think about it, did June kill all of us in the bad endings? Or who was the one killing?
No, that was
No,
Ace.
that was
likely.
Ace.
That was just Ace. Okay.
The
The
evil-
guy that's a psychotic one, the CEO.
Okay.
the guy that has
So are those timelines are just lost
prosopagnosia.
causes?
What's
Yeah.
a cognosia?
Anyway.
See face bad.
Have you ever heard the
Disease.
story of the two Santa Clauses? It goes a long time ago. There were two Santas. One of them wore white, and the other one wore black. The white Santa gave presents to good kids, and the black Santa played tricks on bad kids.
I see how it is.
Racism.
They went on like that for a while, but eventually the black Santa's tricks started to get worse and worse. Pretty soon, the white Santa couldn't stand it anymore, and he stabbed the black Santa to death.
Oh my
When he
god.
stabbed the other Santa, the white Santa got blood all over his clothes. And that's why these days his clothes are red.
Wow.
You could say that red is all that's left of the black Santa. Junpei was silent. He could think of nothing to say.
I can't think of anything.
June was staring at Santa, sadness playing on her face. He continued, I wonder which Santa I am. The white Santa or the black Santa?
The white one, obviously.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, that's all that.
Yep.
That was just a neat little story for us.
Time for the gun.
John, out of context, you could get canceled.
How?
Out of context.
I mean, he did say the N word that one time.
God damn it.
Talking about how I was like, why?
I can't believe Knight just said I can't believe Santa committed a hate crime.
Santa side.
Just white and black. Just I hate it.
Yeah. Here specifically.
I do hate it. Oh god. Like I know what it meant, but like, dumb.
Shit.
Wasn't one of the cards up there?
Not looking like it.
There was like one that they were like, oh, this is the thing we need to do. We need to find all of them.
I on a different door.
What happened to this ending? Did we just? How do we die in the safe endings?
We didn't. We got sleep thinged, like a.
How many do we have? 7.
Then
Missing
what?
2
Oh,
somewhere.
that's why you said he woke back up in his apartment. Because he couldn't sink because there wasn't no sinking because it wasn't in a boat.
Yeah.
Wait, they went about it all?
Were you not here last time?
No.
Well,
Well,
you
we
should have
already saw
watched
the
the
ending.
stream.
Should watch the stream.
Because
We already finished it.
Can you give me a recap?
No, too much. Just watch the stream.
Yeah, it's honestly too much.
I'll leave the rest to you. He quickly turned and walked away. Strange, Junpei thought. Oh well, whatever. Doing his best to clear his mind for the task at hand, he turned back toward the boxes. It was time to solve the puzzle of the 9 boxes. So we don't learn that he has the face thing in this one.
nope, because we don't know what it is.
Yep.
You're gonna be like, what the fuck is a prosopagnosia?
Yeah, what the fuck? I can't even pronounce that half the time.
What the hell was it?
So my theory was half wrong the first time. Remember what I said when we first saw this puzzle?
Yeah,
I wasn't wrong, but like
yeah.
there was kind of no correlation.
Well, what would have happened if we just left June?
She would die.
Yeah, obviously. But like, we just left her because I one of the endings specifically. Junpei went back to save her.
She would die.
Yeah, and that's how the save ending started. Wonder what happened if we just left.
She would die.
She will die, and that's it. Well, I meant like everyone else, not just her.
She would die.
That's not an answer, damn it.
It is an answer.
She would die.
But other
would
than
just
her,
die.
no one cares about her. I don't care about
She
her.
would
Everyone
die.
else would die.
They would have skipped. Oh yeah, they wouldn't.
It's the muffin song.
They would have hit the
The
library.
muffin song?
Die, die, die.
Okay.
I forget what we're supposed to
go
do
off,
next.
King.
Have you ever heard of the muffin song?
The one by Tom Scott, but
I
the
think
guy who
so.
made the ASDF movies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna be heartless.
Wow.
F.
Ah, much better.
Hey.
You.
All of them needed to be a certain number. That's all I remember.
Hey John, what letter is that? Fuck. Hey Sonny, what letter is that?
The letter F.
You.
Yeah.
I don't want to say it once.
All right, we get to do this fun puzzle again.
I should have said the number of the alphabet that it belongs in. Oh, it's this puzzle again. Do you remember?
Yeah.
When we move boxes.
Yep.
Cannot lift heavy objects.
Wait, no, that's not right.
Nope.
I was gonna say a joke, but I'm not gonna.
I know
Okay,
that can't.
no.
That has to be right.
Can you look up the answer?
No.
Okay, I might be figuring this one out on my own because what they say the answer is here is fucking confusing. Starting to learn what John doesn't read chat. Jesus Christ, it's not that bad.
He just doesn't read it most of the time, which
Yeah,
is
pretty
kind of
much.
fair. At least he calls most of the chatters by name. Most
Yeah.
streamers just call the chat, just like in a like, yeah, I'm not gonna address you guys by name type deal. What the fuck am I talking about? Oh wait, the
Oh, this isn't right.
nope.
Shit. Nah.
I caught a doggy today in Pokemon Sleep.
Nice.
It was a fire doggy.
You need to push that one that's in the yellow upwards one.
Hmm.
So did like June recreate all these puzzles?
I guess.
Shit.
How?
Who knows?
With what
Just don't worry
budget?
about it.
Memory.
With what budget?
That's one of those
An
things
insane
that you're
one.
just not supposed to worry about.
Just like
Will you buy worried about what?
No.
No, you're not. Stop it.
Stop thinking.
What about move all the way left? Push the top box into the yellow place. Push the brown box down.
Yeah, you can't lose this now. Unless you dash dance for 10 turns.
Dash dance, yeah.
Wait dash, wait dash.
Alright, we're already about at an ending.
Woggers. Woggers.
Yippee, bad ending.
Huggers!
Oh my god, that's a gun. I wonder who's gonna take it.
I will!
Yeah, Junpei goddamn won't.
Actually, if you give it to any of them, I'll be bad. One literally disappears. One's gonna try to shoot at us, and one's gonna
Alright.
also try to shoot at
Where's
us.
this
So
different?
when does someone go back to steal it?
Are you in this room?
I
Probably.
guess.
Probably when
they're
Ace is not in the
distracted
scene.
Let's
with
see.
the
Let's see
number
when
nines.
this is different. No, he's still in the room now.
Yeah. So when does Ace decide to go back for the gun and not
Someone's
look suspicious?
impersonating you. It's not that big. Anyway, there's the coffin. Yippee. Put the elevator back up.
Bye, Snake.
Clover went missing.
This is probably it. Whatever
Ah,
was
shit.
searching for Clover.
ooh.
Ah, yeah, that makes sense. And Clover's dead.
Junpei and June ran into the central hospital room and looked around. This is where it's different, so pay attention.
Cool.
He's not here. No, she isn't. They searched a little longer, but with no luck. They couldn't find Clover. Finally, they gave up and left the central hospital room.
This is like the safe ending again.
Slowly, they made their way back to the hallway. At last, they reached the stairs and Junpei spoke. Alright, I'm thinking we should probably split up. I'll head back to the stairs and take the elevator down to E deck.
Thelma and
June,
Daphne.
you can take
Oh,
the stairs up to B deck. Alright, that sounds good. But, what? Could you stop calling me by that code name when we're alone? Huh? Oh, sure, right. I'll do that. There was a reason Junpei persisted in calling her June even when they were alone. We're about to hear probably one of my favorite songs in the soundtrack, by the way.
Cool.
Oh, that-
Although, perhaps not the best reason. He was embarrassed to call her by the nickname he'd used when they were children. Annie. 9 years ago, it came naturally. After all, they were children. Hold on a second. But now that they were adults, it felt strange. Regardless of what he might hope for, to call a woman he wasn't dating by such a childish nickname felt odd to him. Of course, to call her Miss Kurashiki would be even more awkward, and simply Kurashiki would be a little brusque? And although he couldn't put his finger on why, it felt somewhat forward to call her Akane when they hadn't seen one another for so long.
And that word was brusque.
Brusque, maybe. In short, it was simply easier for him to call her June and leave it at that. Alright, I'm going then. Yeah, be careful, Canny. June, or perhaps more appropriately Canny, blushed and smiled. You be careful too, Jumpy. Yeah, got it. Take care. Junpei looked after her for a moment as she ran up the stairs, then turned around and took off for the hallway.
that was it.
That was nice, right?
Wow.
I like it.
That was
It's very
sweet.
chill.
Yeah.
Kind of wanted to listen to it without all the talking.
So
Yeah.
what could go wrong in this ending, I wonder? That seemed nice.
I don't know.
I prefer.
We're missing like half all the shit.
We get trapped in the...
Tragedy
Like,
always strikes when one least expects it.
Clover's probably dead.
But to wait for a man...
Fuck him.
He's gonna miss it, uh-oh. I don't know if he wants us to wait for a minute or
No,
not.
I'm good. Just keep going. I'll be muted.
Okay. But to wait for a man to stand before striking him down seems almost crueler than dealing the fatal blow while he lies on the ground. A light in a dark place, June's smile had given him hope, both for escape and possibly for something else. It was that hope that raised his spirits just enough that they might soon be fully dashed.
Fully dashed?
He opened the elevator door, and there she was. A woman sat, slouched against the wall.
Lotus.
Lotus. Junpei felt his blood turn to ice. Her body was limp, and her skin, smooth and pale as always,
And they're smooth.
was covered in bright red blood.
Oh.
Junpei felt his chest constrict. He couldn't breathe, and his legs began to shake. A slow, cold drop of sweat trickled down his back. He felt his stomach somersault. Junpei's mind went blank, all his thoughts replaced with endless hissing white. Driven by little more than instinct, he began to walk toward Lotus, slowly. Slotus. Each slow movement of his stiff limbs brought him closer to her corpse. Finally, he stood next to her. Robotically, he bent down and put his hand against her neck. There was no pulse, no rise and fall of breathing. She was slightly warm. Something, somewhere in Junpei's shaken mind, told him that meant she had been killed recently. Yes, Junpei thought, his mind slowly returning. She had been killed. Someone had killed her. There was a deep cut on the left side of her chest. Blood still oozed from it, although clearly her heart had stopped beating some time ago. The weapon had been a knife, then? Perhaps she had been stabbed in the heart once. She would have died immediately. He took little comfort from knowing she must have suffered very little. Only then did Junpei notice. Lotus's bracelet was gone. Lastly, let us discuss how to remove the bracelets. There are two ways. You escape or you die. Was that why the killer had ended Lotus's life? So that they might have the number 8 bracelet. If that was true, then the killer was whoever wanted the number 8 bracelet. Perhaps more accurately, the person who would gain the most by obtaining bracelet number 8. Who is that? Who would benefit the most from the number 8 bracelet? The thought had only just entered Junpei's mind when he heard a noise. A sound like a sharp knife cutting through wet meat.
Dumbass.
It struck him as strange that the noise came from inside his own body. A moment later, the pain hit him. It wasn't merely pain, there was heat. Extreme heat as well. He felt as though molten iron had been splashed against the side of his body. Finally, his brain made the connection. He had been stabbed. But where? His body was quickly going numb. He couldn't tell where the knife had met his flesh. Given the circumstances, however, he had most likely been stabbed in the back. Whoever had killed Lotus had now done the same to Junpei as well. His voice was little more than a weak groan. With what little strength he had left, Junpei turned his body, trying to catch a glimpse of his attacker. But as he did, the knife dug itself in deeper, twisting viciously. Yeah! He collapsed to the floor, a puppet with its strings cut. His arms and legs lay where they fell, oddly twisted and awkwardly positioned. Junpei's body was entirely numb. He could feel the blood leaking out of him, but nothing would move. Nothing save his eyes. As he lay on the floor, his life ebbing away, Junpei finally saw his attacker. 2 tiny images of the killer reflected in his eyes. Guys, who is he? Who is that? Who are they?
I don't know.
It's Mario!
Ace. With that recognition came nothing. He felt no emotions, not anger, not sadness, not regret. The paralysis that had claimed his body had reached his mind. His killer glanced down at his body.
On the next episode of Dragon.
Then, without a word, climbed into the elevator and was gone. His eyesight began to fade. The world grew blurry and began to dissolve into an empty, white fog. The fog crept into the edges of his mind and worked inexplorably inward. Soon, it swallowed up the last that remained of Junpei's mind, and his consciousness left him. There was nothing more. Into utter emptiness he fell. Into zero. Whatever Junpei had been was gone.
Cool.
Bitch.
You'd say.
Uh-oh.
That one's definitely the one that's close to the submarine end.
That was the knife ending.
Yeah,
I wonder why
Nice.
it's called that.
Oh,
That's kind of a sucky ending. It's just like, oh, you're dead. That's it.
sorry, you're dead.
No,
You
sorry,
didn't
you're
quite
just
get
dead.
the right information you needed, so I guess you're dead.
I mean, yeah, sure.
Sorry.
That's
There
might
needs
as
a
well.
little more
I don't-
story to the death.
I seriously don't get, like, does Junpei die at all these endings except those two?
You'll see.
What do you mean you'll see? There's only one left.
Junpei's
you'll
fate
see.
in safe ending was like undetermined.
Unknown.
I guess. But I was referring to the one before it, the one that counted like as two.
All
Yeah.
right, well, here we go again.
He dies in
Last
submarine and in knife.
No, I'm
Same with
talking
this
about-
one, except you go through door 1 without going through the route for the true ending.
I was talking about like mostly the, you know, who cares
What was
about
the route for the true ending again?
That was 4, 7, and 1.
Okay.
Also,
So
we
just
had
go
to get
through like 5, 8, 1. I don't know.
Also, we had to-
Wait, would that
Probably-
give a different
probably-
ending? 5, 8, 1?
No, you don't need to grab
No,
those.
whatever.
571.
5, 8, 1 is just the ending we're gonna get.
Okay.
Hmm.
Would 5, 7, 1 do the same?
Yes, and I'm gonna do 5, 7, 1.
Okay. Why do
Probably don't
need
need
the...
to do this either.
No, you don't.
but, oh well.
Yeah, I was just about to say, why do you need to do that?
You probably don't.
You just need the keys.
I'm at this point. I'm just doing it without the walkthrough, but I'm gonna need the walkthrough in a minute.
Oh, hey, June. Bye, June.
It's raining again.
On 1 second.
That's some nice water.
I'm getting deja vu.
Yeah,
I like
you're
the
gonna
fifth
be.
time.
This should be the. You're gonna get this. You're gonna get one more instance of deja vu.
Yeah, we're gonna go
To
through
think.
the 3,
Now that we
We're
know
We're
the
gonna go through
ending,
door 3. Yeah.
and
Now that
then
we
see
know- now that we know the ending, we know why Junpei's such an idiot because he doesn't solve any of the puzzles.
he
and then see,
just looks up the walkthrough on Google.
Akane
Yeah.
solves the puzzles, and he just knows the answer to them.
Yeah. Duh.
Yeah.
I wonder why he's like, herder, what's going on? Constantly.
He's just looking
Oh
around.
no, I have a knife in my side.
Wait, did the second screen show her dead body?
No, because she wouldn't die.
No, I meant
talking
in the
about
second
lotuses.
screen. You know, like the second screen?
Oh, I took it as in does Akane
people-
die in the previous one? Whoops.
Look, June and the other guy. Why did I forget his name? June and Stancer
Ace?
are gonna kill 9.
Hmm.
Well, technically, Ace did it. We know Ace did it, but like, come on,
I mean,
it is kind of their fault.
And
do you
Indigo
mean
Disc
it's
and
their
Teal,
fault?
Dr.
They
Wiggler,
set
Indigo
all
Disc,
this up.
Dr. Wiggler, Indigo Disc, and Teal Masks are 2 different parts of the DLC. You get them both if you buy the DLC.
Wait, what are you talking about?
wait.
They're asking a question about Pokemon Scarlet and Violet DLC.
Oh, okay. I thought you were
saw
talking about
that.
this game. I was like, wait, this game's DLC
I was-
No.
I was
in
confused.
2007?
Yeah.
I mean, that is possible with Nintendo Wi-Fi connection.
That is true.
On a DS.
Yeah,
Are there
was
any
like-
games on the DS that had DLC?
Technically, yeah. A couple.
Like?
Dragon Quest. But that's the
Oh.
only thing I can I remember on top of my head.
Oh, okay.
I know it was possible. I just don't know what games.
Pug.
Talk.
Yeah,
No, you
crazy.
murdered him. You bitch. Words.
I'm gonna kill you.
Okay, what were they?
We're about to go through our first door.
Oh, okay.
Going through door 5.
I'm going to do the store. Any particular reason why? No, I just want to see endings. Oh, okay.
And then after we see through what's door 3, we see the syringe ending.
No, that's only iOS exclusive. But we will.
No, I'm
try
talking
and find
about
the video.
after, like on YouTube or something.
I will try and find a video.
John,
There's no way
Pull up
no
your
one
real-
had
your-
videoed
pull
it.
up your real phone.
There, I've only seen one video.
Ah, okay.
And its quality.
Ah, maybe.
All right.
I meant like, is its quality good? I guess. Yeah, sure.
But look, it's a music note. Hopefully, it's not silent.
The answer.
why am I-
what was the answer to that one again? Was it like rest or something?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, it was rest because it didn't have any silent letters.
Letters.
To be honest, I would have thought rest literally is quiet, and done it.
Would have been the
So
right
if you
reason.
were thinking about music, you weren't exactly wrong because rest is just being quiet for a second.
I mean, you're not wrong. You had the wrong reason, but it's not wrong at the same time.
Yeah. It's like I'm not. Yeah.
Like you would have gotten it right by accident,
Yeah, but it's
but like
you
not
gotta-
exactly accident because you came to a logical solution.
Yeah,
It's just the logical solution is apparently too complicated.
yeah. It's too
Whoops, I
complicated,
always
but
do
if you
that.
think of the thing that the game tells you to think about, you're wrong.
I don't even know no more.
Who knows anymore, honestly.
Hey Snake, you're gonna die.
No.
Not you, Slade.
Excuse me. Man, I wonder what whatever, stupid.
The next time, John will learn how to play the piano.
Hmm.
Oh, look, a keyhole. Quick, put a door in it.
Brr.
Gets me every time. Quick, let's gamble.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm get. Yep.
Yup.
Isn't that a card on the table? No, don't get it or anything. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, there's a card on the table, by the way, Junpei.
Did you
Fucking
know it's a YouTube card?
Junpei.
It's like when Ace was constantly being like, Junpei. You just kept on going with it. It made Summer laugh like crazy.
Is that all the cards?
I wonder what she's doing right now. She's been deafened for like the entire stream.
I'm sure something
There
important.
you go.
Not
Now
even
we have-
listening
See,
to
look,
music.
that's what it's telling you, and I was just deaf to all of it.
I
John,
don't
told
think
you-
that's
We all
deaf.
thought the same thing. We all thought you had to get that order of things on the
Oh,
machine,
whoops.
not click the buttons in that order.
Excuse me.
John, you have all 5 pieces to Exodia.
You have to spend it first.
Wow. Jackpot. You know,
Easy.
where are the coins?
The coins is the thing. There's
There's
something,
something
inside.
inside.
Guys,
I
did you
wanna-
know there was something inside there?
Didn't you
wanna-
fucking know?
Excuse me.
Did you know about the Jupiter key?
We picked them
So-
both up, yes.
Did you
Yeah.
study gambling just for this puzzle?
Oh, I'm sure.
Because she doesn't seem like the kind of person to gamble.
June's not
Thing
in
is, Knight
here.
Morgan's a child too. They're not gonna help. They're not gonna be able to help.
I also wouldn't know. Because gambling is 19 years of age.
19.
I was 18.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's 18 in 18 in other places, and for most adult stuff like drinking, smoking, shit like that, gambling is 19 years of age.
You can drink at 19.
Yeah,
Oh, they got 19.
it's probably 18 for you guys.
Nope, it's 21.
Oh,
No, I think 18 is the gambling. 18 smoking. 21's the drinking.
Yeah.
okay.
Oops.
Let's see.
I'm going to this store. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm gonna finish. searching.
gonna search.
I'm done. Walks out into the hallway, comes back. I'm done searching.
Wow, women. Wow, a guy. Another guy. Women. Women. Guy.
Yeah,
Woman.
people.
Honestly.
Oh,
Oh, that guy's collapsed.
oh, he's gonna go Mimi's.
Do you
Okay,
remember
go
when
sleep.
Noah said woman
Okay.
in
Door seven.
in his speaks, and I responded with the thumbs down emoji.
Goddamn. Oh look, we're
Gotta
gonna
go
die.
there.
In the United States, gambling has an age minimum of 21 years, same as gambling, and the maximum age an ID is issued.
Yeah,
Those are words that I just kind of read and didn't understand the meaning of until like 3 seconds after I read them.
yeah. That's for U.S. Are we in John room again? Damn.
Yeah, we're visiting John again.
Oh, hello, John. This
Hi,
is the
John.
last time
Bye,
we'll
John.
see you.
John Lemon.
This is the last time we'll see him. Any last words?
Gay
Goodbye.
sex.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That'd be my last words. Gay sex.
I'll unlock it with a torso.
Yeah.
You just smash it through the door.
Why is it
I'm in!
opening? Boom, boom, boom.
This is how I'm supposed to do the puzzle, right?
And then I'm like, I'm in!
Caveman use big rock.
Yeah.
Oh, look, it's an arm.
It's gonna cost you an arm and a leg.
You need a hand.
Oh my god, I'm remembering stuff.
Imagine
Oh, I know,
remembering
Who
stuff.
cares?
Could be me.
Using the arm.
Use the arm.
Oh, yeah, use the arm to open the door.
Yeah, you're like that
The
lazy
doorknob's
guy.
unsanitary. Use the arm.
I don't need this. Why am I getting it?
I don't know.
You was
Muscle memory.
I don't have my items now.
Cry harder.
Oh, look, it's liquid. Drink it.
It's
Oh, it's red.
it's blue Kool-Aid and red Kool-Aid.
Drink
Oh.
the Kool-Aid.
Mm-hmm.
What's your guys' favorite flavor of Kool-Aid?
Never had it.
You've never had Kool-Aid?
No.
It's just sugar.
It's
Okay.
honestly just-
It's just fruit flavored sugar.
like every drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, and also there's like zero juice in the pouch. If you had Capri Sun, it's like that, it's like the same amount.
Oh yeah.
I love that the solution is just literally swap over everything.
Except
for
the
the heart.
heart.
Yeah, because the heart. Yeah, I guess fair enough.
That is probably the quickest I've done so far. Pretty cool.
Yippee!
Or ever.
Right.
All right, time for Clover to be like,
I'm so sad because my brother's dead.
yeah,
Here,
and he's
have this-
definitely totally dead.
Here,
Have this bookmark that we don't mark, that we don't have.
Yeah.
This
My
bookmark
brother's
we
dead.
don't
He's
have.
a hand on your shoulder. It's gonna be okay. Let's get going. I don't really care. I need to open this door.
Hey, I know you have feelings, but I don't care what you have. We have to get going.
We have a sinking ship.
We have a time limit.
We gotta go fast.
Wait, what would happen if the time limit happened? Did they what happened?
There's no time limit. Well, they would drown.
But they're not on the ship.
They could probably simulate it, honestly.
Yeah, they can just flood the thing. The
Yeah.
same way they flood the lower decks. She needs a big
Yup.
tanks of water, close off the areas where the people definitely are, and
This
definitely aren't.
must have costed millions.
Well, I mean, it was an extremely
Carlos, you weren't
famous
there.
medical company that built this place.
You weren't there, but not actually underwater.
Oh,
On
wait,
the water.
Because June didn't build any of this. The building in Nevada was always still there. So they could have just like done the same experiment there
Door one.
All
and
right.
changed some of the settings.
Door 1. You can't tell me
Fine,
you're gonna
I
flood a building in the Nevada desert. I am telling you that I'm gonna flood a door in the Nevada desert. Alright, I'm gonna not speed up because any of this could be different now.
Yeah, and they could have dug a deep well, put a pipe all the way down, put a pump there, and when it reaches
Whee!
the 9 hours,
Sliding PNG.
That
I love my
Little
sliding
simple
PNG.
one.
was interesting.
It looks
That
like
was
an
in there
average YouTube,
at the original.
just like an average YouTube video.
No, but you get it out of context here. Like suddenly you're fast forwarding and then suddenly you get
Look, Junpei, look. I could slide across the
We're in a
screen.
chart room.
Whoa.
Somebody but us.
Oh, look, paper.
Wait, if Ace didn't go into this room, then how did the fucking guy die? Wait, hold on, wait. I don't
mean,
know.
it was used with a knife.
It was used
Wait,
with
did-
an axe.
Oh,
Use
was
an
it an
axe.
axe?
Junpei looked
Yeah.
desperately around the room, anywhere but at Ace, trying to find a convincing reason to dismiss him. Ace opened his mouth, then took another look at Junpei and shut it again. A small smirk appeared on his face. Oh, why was that different? Okay. For no reason he could fathom, Junpei's head began to hurt. A sharp, piercing pain.
Oh, I got
A
stabbed. again.
sharp pain in his head.
What the
Oh.
fuck?
How much time passed? He wasn't sure, but he did notice when Ace strode through the door. His smile was more of a smirk, and he had the air of a man who knew more than his opponent. Ah, yes, there was something I wanted to check, if you don't mind. Yeah, what's that? Pardon me. With no warning, Ace slipped his hand into the pocket of Junpei's vest. Hey! What the hell are you doing?
Gay sex.
He reached for Ace's arm, but it was already too late.
It's a bomb.
In the older man's hand were the pieces of paper Junpei had balled up and hidden in
Oh,
his
this
pocket.
again.
Just as I thought. You switched them, didn't you? When we voted. Oh well, I can't say that I care. I managed to get through the number door I wanted, despite your mischief. When? Why did you... Oh, simply curiosity. I hope you won't think ill of me for it. Ace smiled, gave Junpei a friendly pat on the shoulder, and then turned on his heel and left. Well, it's in a different room, so of course we haven't seen it.
Well, we went to the same room.
Why did his head
The
just
balloon.
randomly hurt?
I'm thinking Ace did something.
I'm guessing he poisoned him.
I wanted maybe not poison. Maybe he just like injected him with that thing that his company
Oh,
sells.
he used the anesthesia on him.
Yeah.
Probably more on the ship. Although the thing is, he used the entire bottle of anesthesia, and I don't think there might have been a second bottle of it. Maybe, maybe not. I'm not sure.
Who knows? Maybe he just has a shit ton on him at all times because he's a loser like that.
Every company owner has one, right? If they have a shitload on them of their own product.
Well, the thing is, they don't carry
Jesse.
it on them.
So if I go to the CEO of McDonald's, does he have like burgers on him?
He carries around
That's
the
a different
one
example.
entire building.
Like what?
Saying that's
Like
a
he
joke.
used a completely different.
It's a joke, son.
Anesthesia doesn't like use that much of pocket real estate.
Well, I mean, a bottle of it does.
I don't know.
Compared,
That,
he does have a pretty
do
big.
do you
jacket.
see that guy's trench coat? That looks like it has a million pockets.
Yeah, but it's still
Yeah,
gonna
he
make a
can
bulge
probably
in it,
put
but-
burgers in there.
Huh?
that was good flavor. I like that one. Oh yeah, you had to search it. That's right.
Right. What?
Oh, did you had to look at the thing? You had to look at the thing.
I did.
you
I
do-
searched it.
You
Did
have, to
you
look, at
already
the,
do
you have to
that?
look at the board again. You have to look at the board
The
again.
board.
remember?
That's what I meant. Sorry.
The walkthrough
Whoopsie.
doesn't say that.
Oh, by the way, that's what he did. You had to look at the board
John, look at your
because I
walkthrough.
remember
Stop-
that last time. You were like, "Why did it do that?"
John, stop looking at your
Oh, a second.
look at your walkthrough instead of your previous strategy guide.
I wouldn't be surprised if those guys did a strategy guide of this game. I wonder what's in this
Okay.
room. Oh, is this not the dead body room? Oh, there it is. Oh no, from the
And he has an X near him. Oh, jeez.
and the letter
Oh,
O.
jeez, Rick.
Oh, gee.
Was the watch more visible than last time?
You know what? Ace kind of.
No.
You know,
It-
take away, change Ace's hair a bit. Maybe change his face a bit, and then he could look like Rick.
I guess, yeah. You're more
You got to
talking about
screwdriver the
the-
music box. Don't forget.
You're
It's
just
a long-
saying
it's a long
he has
stretch.
a
It's a
trench
long
coat.
stretch. Yeah, exactly. It's a long stretch.
Also,
can make
I
it work.
literally couldn't unsee him being Igor from
Alright.
like the top of his head.
Anyway.
I hate it here.
Okay, yeah, that's what I.
I know it's important to figure out who this guy is, but don't you think we should figure out how to get out of here first? But, please, I don't want to waste any more time. Clover looked miserable, as if she could start crying at any moment. Junpei just didn't have the heart to tell her no.
Yes.
Alright, sure thing. Was his mind playing tricks on him, Junpei wondered. For a moment, he could have sworn he'd seen Clover smile. Odd.
That's quite weird.
I figure it out.
She
That's
just
not right.
randomly remember that her brother isn't dead or something. I don't know.
Probably. And she's
I
like,
don't think so.
oh, she did.
Yeah, she doesn't.
I
she
think
wouldn't
we would
remember.
actually have to tell her that.
Yeah, you do have to tell her.
Why
The
was she
stuff you
smiling?
tell her reminds her.
Then why was she smiling?
I think I might know.
She's in love with Junpei.
Oh god.
The true.
I don't even
shit
know
we
how
all
old
needed.
Junpei is.
At least. Do you?
They're probably at age.
He was in the same age. He was the same grade as June. And
Oh, okay. Then they're probably the same age.
yeah, him and
It's just
June
the
are the
height.
same age.
It's probably the height differences throwing people off. John, stop playing on your Atari.
Yeah, that does kind of look like Atari graphics.
It sounds.
August.
But
Book.
was it supposed to say all ice? There wasn't a space between the L and the I. Were they trying to say that all is was a single word? It was an interesting thought, but it left Junpei's mind quickly as he opened the file. What lay inside was far more interesting and far more confusing.
Okay, it's all this.
Yeah, just because we don't know about Alice or Ice 9 or anything like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
Was the bottom deck a library? Whatever might be there, however, would have to wait. At the moment, there was nothing Junpei could do.
Because there's
He
an
grabbed
axe in
the
the skull.
keycard title and shoved it deep into his pocket.
That's
Yeah.
the non-extravagant door to 9. That the
Oh, we're gonna get it.
non-extravagant door 9.
Oh.
That is a unique key.
I thought that was a knife.
I too thought that was a knife.
Whoops.
Like that was a knife with like a cover over it. Oh, it's for that. Doi. You're like, how the fuck did you get this?
Ah, fuck!
I like how Clover just like started to vanish.
Alright, here
there.
we go.
So I'm guessing
Ending
this is the
time.
axe ending.
Hooray.
Oh, never mind. Oh, okay.
I wonder. The hell? Come on, we gotta hurry! With that, Clover ran, straight past a somewhat confused Junpei. As she did, he caught a glimpse of her back. Sticking up from her collar was something that looked like a big wooden stick. Hey, Clover! What the hell's that thing on your back? She didn't respond. Instead,
the
she
axe.
quickly turned the corner and disappeared.
Oh.
She was holding it behind her back, like
No, she's not holding it. It's down the back of her jacket.
Jacket, yeah. They reached B deck at the same time. Jumpy! Clover! June's face was excited. Something had happened. That much Junpei could tell by simply looking at her. What's up? Given their situation, he was not inclined to be excited about sudden
Kill
developments.
June. Kill
June,
June.
however, couldn't contain herself.
shut.
We found it! Found what? We found it! We found it! You found it! What did you find? The last door! We found door 9!
I wonder if it has Secret
What?
Lane's queue.
Come on, just follow us. We'll explain on the way. Okay, let's go. Seven turned and jogged off down the stairs. The rest followed. We finally made it. The relief and excitement in her voice echoed what each one of them felt. Yeah, it's finally time. Junpei wasn't quite ready to believe they'd really done it, at least not just yet. Still, if everyone said that it was door 9, then it probably was. He could feel his heart racing. A mixture of anticipation and fear ran through his veins, and he could feel his legs shaking. He was
Alright,
doing his
Clover,
best
chop
to
him off.
maintain a sense of healthy skepticism, but he couldn't deny that the prospect of escape was an exciting one.
Okay.
But there was one thing he couldn't get off his mind. The numbered door could only accommodate between 3 and 5 people. There were 7 of them on their way to door 9. That meant that even in the best case scenario, there would be only 2 of them who would have to stay behind. 2 of them, 2 people. He didn't have any solutions to that problem yet, but he was desperately hoping one would present itself. Junpei looked over at the clock. The hands indicated that it was 4:30. They had 90 minutes before their time was up. Hey, Junpei! June! The hell are you two doing? Hurry it up! Santa's voice jolted Junpei out of his reverie. Let's go, Jumpy! June took off down the stairs, jogging as quickly as she could. Junpei followed. They were quiet for a while until they had just reached C deck when Clover spoke. Hey, what about door 2? Everyone else stopped. They all turned to look at Clover. Seven spoke. What about door 2? Door 2 is the only one we haven't gone through it, I mean. Yes, that is true. Are you guys okay with that? Not investigating it, I mean? So what? We found door 9. We don't need any of the other doors. What's the point? What's the point in going to door 9? We can't all go through it, can we? Then we should do what we have to do before we go any further. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. The best way to finish it quickly is to do the border pieces first. You know? Or what? You think all 7 of us should go to door 9? And then we argue over who stays behind and who gets to go? Do we really want to do that again? Who knows? If we check out door 2, maybe we'll find something. Maybe we can find a way to get all of us out.
Like an axe.
I don't know what might be in there. We might not find anything. But don't you think it'd be better to at least have a look? I mean, am I wrong? Does that sound wrong to you guys?
No.
Yeah, you do have a point. The others nodded in agreement. The last time I checked the clock, it was 4:30. It's not like we've got a lot of time, but if we're quick about it, we might have time to take a look. You're right. Let's go take a look at door 2.
Wow.
We were back in front of the elevator. Nearby was the large hospital room. The elevator could take them down to door 2. After a few minutes of discussion, they decided that Clover, Santa, June, and 7 would go. 4 plus 3 plus 6 plus 7 equals 20. 2 plus 0 is 2. Alright, let's get going. I'll see you later. Okay, be careful.
So who does that leave still up top?
Ace, Junpei.
Ace, Junpei, Lotus. Snake is still missing.
So just Ace, Junpei, and Lotus.
Yep.
Yeah.
They climbed into the elevator, and Junpei rattled to it. Listened to it creak and rattle its way up to the bottom deck, or to the bottom deck. Only Junpei, Ace, and Lotus were left. As the elevator rumbled out of sight, Ace spoke. Lotus, would you be so kind as to go with me? Go with you? I didn't think people still talked that way outside of the 1950s. I'm a mother. Would that be a problem for you? That wasn't what I meant to.
What was
I was hoping you would come with me.
Lotus's number again?
Seriously, though, I was kidding. So, where was it you wanted to take me? There's something I wanted to show you. Hey man, what the hell? I'm not important enough? Well, it's not like that. Once I've shown Lotus, I'll show you. Really? Of course. Ace's smile was friendly. Fine. Do whatever you want. Thank you. Are you coming, Lotus? Fine.
Wow, Lotus.
Doesn't look like they're going to be back anytime soon. I might as well go see whatever it is you think is so important. Thank you. Well then, shall we go?
Lotus really is pulling the short straw on like all of these.
He's about to go get stabified.
She's
Ace turned to
regularly
begin
held
to walk.
hostage, stabbed.
Led away to be stabbed.
Yeah.
Lotus
she
followed.
really is like the most.
Despite her being, yeah.
They disappeared into the hallway on the left. Junpei wasn't sure how long they'd been gone when the elevator suddenly opened.
Let's see the bodies.
A single person stood there. Clover. She looked at Junpei, then slowly, purposefully, stepped out of the elevator. The door closed behind her. Where's everybody else? What happened? She didn't answer. Instead, her eyes swept the room and then settled on Junpei. Where are Ace and Lotus? Junpei explained what had happened. Then they went over there? Her voice was small and timid. Yeah, I think so. He repeated his earlier question. So where are June and Santa and 7? Why aren't they with you? You really want to know? There was something wrong with her smile. Yeah. Okay, sure. Here, let me show you. Clover pulled something out of her pocket and tossed it onto the floor at Junpei's feet.
Are they heads? What the
He looked down. On the floor in front of him were 3 metal rings. Bracelets. Oh my god. Oh, holy shit. Junpei collapsed. No. No way. This has got to be some kind of joke. This can't be real. Junpei's body felt like rubber. His heart felt like a cold lump in his chest, and his hands shook uncontrollably. Sweat poured down his face. The 3 bracelets sat there on the floor before him. He could see the numbers on their faces. 3, 7, and 6. Oh, how do we remove the bracelets again? You escape and you die.
He's probably gonna be feeling an axe in a second.
But why? Junpei's voice was flat and broken. Clover's response was cold. Revenge for my brother. He was forced into door 3 and murdered. You need at least 3 people to open a door. Who were the 2 that opened that door with him? It could only have been Santa and 7. That's why I killed them. 2 plus 3 plus 7 equals 12. 1 plus 2 is 3. But why? Why did you kill June? Because she tried to protect them. She was in my way. She had to die too. No. No. Junpei shook his head, trying desperately to wake himself from what had to be a
Why am
dream.
I lagging now?
It couldn't be real. It just couldn't. Hey, Junpei. He felt Clover's hand on his shoulder. Her smile was wrong. Horribly wrong. Her face looked like a mask made from stretched human skin. The smile that parted her lips did not extend to her eyes. They were dead and empty. The girl in front of him was no longer the Clover he had known. Perhaps she was not even human. Are you good, Sonny?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. Let's go. Her hand reached out toward him. Let's get out of here. Let's leave this ship. What the hell are you talking about? To open a numbered door. Yes, I know. You need at least 3 people. But as long as we have this... Once again, Clover reached into her pocket and pulled something out. It was another bracelet. Junpei could see the number on the face. 0. 0.
What?
Got something in your pocket. What is it? Oh, this? This is... See? You get it now? If we have the number 0 bracelet, we can leave. You and I can open door 9 with just the 2 of us. 4 plus 5 plus 0 equals 9. See? So let's go. Come on, hurry up! She shoved out her hand again. Junpei looked up at Clover. She had the face of a demon. But there was something else. There was a holy light that surrounded her. What the fuck are you talking about?
Well, technically, there's light behind her.
I guess. She was both a fierce god and a benevolent goddess filled with love. Well, how do you explain that one, Slade?
Okay. Is Junpei getting turned on? I don't like this.
I don't think
like
so.
it here.
Junpei,
Why is
crazy.
she? Why? Wait, isn't that June's screen
What?
or Zero?
No,
screen?
the
What?
right is June's screen.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I thought that.
Junpei? Her voice was soft. Her eyes weren't empty anymore. They were deep, so deep Junpei could feel himself falling into them. He felt dizzy. There was something oddly bewitching about her. His mind was beginning to crack, and his heart began to melt. Junpei? The hand she was offering him looked so soft, so inviting. Junpei reached out with his own trembling hand and closed it over hers.
Ah.
Okay.
Junpei writhed in agony. He shuddered and twitched, his body spasming as he went into shock. He screamed until his throat was torn and bloody, then screamed more. His cries echoed across the room. Eventually, his movements slowed, then faded. There was no more strength left in Junpei. He could feel his body begin to go numb. He no longer felt pain. He no longer felt anything. Whatever Junpei had been was gone. The last remnants of his mind began to fade. Even as his vision faded to nothingness, he saw Clover.
I love Undertale.
Thanks, Junpei. I'm just gonna borrow this, Kay? Her smile was cold. What was left of Junpei's conscious mind drifted away. All that was left was a twisted, broken corpse.
Okay, so she's psychopath.
Yeah.
I think I hate her. I think I hate her more now. You cannot give the bullshit
Wait, but
excuse
what
of
did Ace
brother
Morgan
dead,
show?
therefore I'm gonna be a psychopath and kill everyone. That's not
Wait,
a
what
valid
about
excuse.
Ace Lotus?
Well, loaded. Okay. Ace probably killed Lotus.
Probably took the-
Clover and Ace probably met up at some point because
That's what I was
Lotus,
thinking.
Clover was probably going to kill everybody. So whether or not Clover killed Ace or Ace killed Clover, it's not really known. But
It's time for the death battle.
it is possible, since Ace doesn't have the revolver.
Clover probably.
Clover has
it's
a bit
up
more
to
range.
whether it's up to whether knife or
John-
axe wins, and I'm betting more on axe.
And John, to be fair, if Seven couldn't take Clover down, I'm pretty sure Ace has no chance.
Yeah, Ace has no chance.
Well,
This death battle is over.
I think if anything,
Jesus, God.
Clover took out 7 first.
Yeah, probably. All right, well, that is the axe ending.
No, she tried to take out 7, but then Lotus and then June protected them, so she killed her first.
Well, what I'm
Do
guessing
we
is
get anything special
Clover
for
kills
her
7,
son?
and then Clover tries to kill Santa, and June steps in for Santa.
Oh, that's
Possibly,
true.
yes.
Because the
That
thing
is, yes.
Because the thing is, if June
Fate
steps in
to
to stop Clover from killing 7, 7 punches Clover once, and she's out.
And
Yeah,
it's our job
exactly.
to analyze their weapons.
So it's very possible that he went after 7. She went after 7 first.
Yeah.
Then Santa, or then June, then Santa. And the thing is, if June was killed first, Santa would not have any reason to want to stay alive
Yeah.
at that
I'm
point.
sorry, John. I think
Yeah.
So-
that this ending kind of ruined her for me.
That's fair.
Yeah,
I
Well,
still
mean,
like her.
You
I
go
like
through...
her too. I just don't. I don't see. Okay, brother dead. I'm gonna be a psychopath.
Well,
All right,
still
we're
like
going to go ahead and
Yeah,
see what's
'cause in
behind
her
door
mind-
3 now.
Well, it's more than that,
Santa
she
and
just-
7 killed him.
It's more than that. Just her brother died. It's that she's had to go through this annoying ass game twice.
Annoying
But
ass
she doesn't
game.
even know it.
No. She does know. She's been through this game before.
Yeah, she was in the original
Yeah.
Nevada desert.
Still a psychopathic move.
No,
Yeah,
whatever. Who cares?
It is still not the. It is still psychopathic, but there's a bit more reason behind than just her brother died.
I
Yeah.
don't see it.
She's running
Nice.
through a death game for the second time.
Still don't see it.
The first time she didn't have death in her eyes, just like she knew other people would die.
Wait,
Yeah.
we got all the endings.
Yeah, we're going through door 3 now.
Okay.
Gonna
And
go
then-
see what's going on behind door 3.
We try to watch the syringe ending
Yeah.
for on YouTube. I mean,
Yep.
Still no excuse.
Oh, it's not an excuse, but it's a bit more of an explanation of it.
Yeah.
did the syringe ending replace the submarine ending?
No, the submarine ending is still there. But the thing is, in this game, door 3 fast tracks you to the submarine ending. In the iOS version, if you go to door 3, you just get an ending.
Okay.
Oh, like you don't even have to go to door 2?
You do not go through the three sets of doors. You just get your ending.
Oh.
So, if anything, door 3 is kind of...
The
I don't know if it's
optimal-
more or less bullshit.
They're kind of
Um,
both equally bullshit, I guess.
There's
'Cause
still
no matter
bullshit,
what
but
you get at end.
I think door 3 will be less bullshit because it ends it quicker.
Yeah, if you know quicker that you've done something wrong.
You know quicker, hey, don't go through this door.
Yeah.
I guess
You're
that's
not-
kind of. Yeah.
You're not in door 2 going, well, what point did I fuck up?
Yeah.
Did I fuck up first door, second door, third door?
etc. Yeah.
Which, can I just say, I do wish that there was a bit more signposting to say, hey, if you go through door 2, that's not a good idea.
Yeah. It's not just
Yeah.
because the thing is, it's sure now that I know it's not bullshit that you die in the ending of 2 because you die in basically the ending of all the other ones. But the thing is, there's still like at least in the other ones, it's because of the door. It's because of the order of the doors you picked. Whereas 2, nothing else matters. It's only door number 2
Yeah, you just get it if you pick door 2. You're just
or
fucked.
3.
Or 3, yeah, you're just fucked.
Yeah. Like, literally, we were on the true ending path. Sure, we weren't going to get true ending because we didn't have safe ending. But we were on the path, and we just went through door 2, and instantly nothing else mattered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there should have been, like, if you went through door 2 and you were on the path to an ending, you should have at least gotten the choice to be like, hey, you know, I know you went through door 2, but are you sure?
Like, maybe, you
Like,
loop
the
back
same thing
around.
happened with the, yeah. Like, you know, when you go through door 4 and they say, hey, you can get this bookmark. If you say no to getting the bookmark, they tell you a little more, and then they say, okay, are you sure you don't want to take this bookmark?
Well, the thing is, they wouldn't really be able to do that with the door, because it'd be weird. Every other door before, it's like, okay, you pick this door, you go through it. You pick this door, you go through it. Then you go for number 2, and it's like, are you sure?
Well, that would at least give you some indication. It's better than literally zero indication at all that you're doing something wrong.
I think it'd be better if it was, you go through door 2, and, like, it does the bring you back to the area before, and, like, everyone goes, hey, this is what I found behind this door. And, like, you find out about there's 2 sets of 9 doors, and you go like, oh, hey, let's this one or this one. And then you gotta choose between big ominous door or the, or at least I think it's big
Small
ominous door.
boy door.
Or the one in the chapel. Like, you pick between chapel or the big steel door, I think it was. I don't remember which door specifically had the 9-1 and the 2 ending.
I hate that ending. That's the worst ending. I just realized
What is?
the freaking Clover one.
No, the submarine one.
No, that's the worst one. It ruined the character for me.
Okay. Ah.
Submarine's still worse to me.
Turn around.
Yeah, nah.
No fucking turn
I'd rather
around.
die knowing that I'd rather die by some random person than freaking, or not knowing who killed me than knowing who killed me.
I think the
guess,
Clover one is the third worst.
Yeah.
Which one's second worst?
The Ace stabs you in the elevator.
I mean, I guess, but in the axe ending, I think right immediately more
That
people are
one's
dead.
the worst ending, but not by what happens. Just
Well,
by
the only
like,
possible survivors is freaking Lotus and Ace, and they're probably dead too.
Well,
We
It's-
just,
it's- it's-
we just
it's a
only, we can only
time
assume
between-
that they're dead.
yeah.
do you know what I mean by what I just said? By the way,
Well, I mean, multiple times Ace has gotten Lotus
Okay,
alone
okay,
and has
fine.
killed her. So, it is very
Very safe to
likely
assume.
that Ace pulled Lotus up to the side to kill her, and then was basically going to walk back and go, hey, why don't you join me over here, Junpei? Oh, hey, look at that. Lotus is dead over there. Look at her. Don't mind me walking up behind you with a knife. But
Oh no, it is
I
me.
I think the Lotus dying in an elevator is the second worst ending, simply
Nah,
because
it's Clover.
it can go either way for me. Because the thing is, it's just such a like a, oh well, you lose.
Sorry.
It's like a there's
Try
no
again
story
next time.
to it. It's just, oh, Lotus is dead in the elevator. Oh, now you're.
So
dead
are
in the
you.
elevator.
yeah,
Well, now the game's over. That's it.
yeah, that's
Well,
what I
these
Do you
meant
mean
by-
worse
buy
in
that
terms
one.
of like quality?
Yeah, because the thing is,
I'm
Yeah, that's
saying-
what I meant.
I'm saying about how many people die.
Yeah,
Well, the thing
I'm
is-
talking in terms of quality. I think the knife ending is the worst one.
Yeah, that's what I was
the
trying
only
to say.
reason
for
why the door number
2
2
minutes.
ending is worse than that one is simply because it railroads you no matter what if you pick it. There's at least
Yeah.
story.
So
There's at least story behind door 2.
I still argue Clover is the worst, even with quality, because I don't know. It feels kind of
Very nice looking fireplace.
It Yeah,
Not
it
really
feels
out of character.
but she's doing it.
But she's
for
kind
kind-
of gone insane.
yeah, from
Yeah.
thinking that her brother is dead, and that
Yeah.
two
That's
people
so
that I guess she
not
kind of
good.
trusted, killed him.
But like all of that, just because we didn't give her a stupid bookmark.
And not just because we didn't.
It's
give
not
her-
about the bookmark. It's about the bookmark asking about Ice 9, telling 7 about Ice 9, and then giving her the bookmark. It's not so much like not giving her a bookmark, it's that you lack the info you need to get the info you need to get closer to Clover.
Yeah, to make her
Well,
trust you.
I don't know any.
and
I
to
don't know
remind her
any
that her-
better.
and
Guess
to-
I'll die.
And to basically tell her that her brother is still alive.
Yes.
Yeah.
You need all that info to get to the point where she trusts you enough to tell you more, and then you get the chance to tell her that Snake isn't actually dead.
I know. Hey, I still hate it.
Yeah,
I still hate
I-
it.
I understand the motives, and it doesn't really break the character for me. For
It breaks
me,
the character
that
for me.
is.
I'm sad.
I
I'm
certainly don't
depressed.
like it, but like I understand.
Clover
Why
has
she doesn't-
has a lot of depth, and that's why I think she's my favorite.
Yeah,
She has trauma. I love her.
Yeah, because to me, the endings in order go the submarine ending because it's haha, you picked this one option, instant loss.
and it's
Then
the worst
it's-
possible kind of way to lose. Watching all the people who you kind of bonded
All
with
because
just
you
die.
picked one wrong answer.
Or
Yeah.
technically picked two wrong answers.
One
because-
wrong answer that you didn't even get a choice to make another choice.
Yeah, one wrong answer that has 2 points that you can make the wrong answer. Door number 3 or door number 2.
I still feel like she just pulled an Undertow on us.
What, and
It's a-
stabs us to death?
Then
Yeah.
the next worst is the knife ending because it's just
Actually,
like,
technically, I
oh,
was,
well,
say-
you're dead
I was
now.
mostly-
That's it.
I was mostly
the story.
referring to small.
Yeah.
I know
Are
she's
you
not-
ranking
I know-
them in order of how bad they are?
Worst to best is what I'm ordering right now.
I guess that's
I-
what I meant. Yeah.
I feel like Submarine's still less worse.
What was the name of that ending, by the way? Was it Axe ending, Clover ending?
Axe ending.
Accent.
Yeah.
Yeah, then Axe ending is third worst for me.
You
Because at least
de-
there's story.
John, we need to make a tier list.
you definitely predicted the name of the ending.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
kind of obvious.
It was definitely obvious, yes, but you didn't
Wow,
know
there's
what was going to happen.
Giant bladed weapon that we conveniently have
Alright.
access to right at the end.
Here we go.
All
Number
the other endings were
three.
named after weapons. I wonder what this ending will be named after.
Not literally only.
I know.
Ah,
two
yes.
endings.
Ah, yes.
The weapon is a
coffin.
submarine! I picked
weapon-
up the submarine and I hit him with it!
The weapon, the coffin. I smacked someone with the coffin.
What was the best ending? Colin?
Wait, the safe ending. Yeah, the freaking zero.
I hit him with a
goes
safe!
in- Yeah,
You know
exactly.
I hit him with 0!
Goddamn.
That one's called a zero ending.
I hit him
Foam
with
like a
true!
large Foam zero.
I hit him with June. I picked her up.
I
and
hit him
smacked
We'll
with
pick up
zero
Child
lost.
Akane and I hit him with it. Anyway, door 3. I want to go through door 3. No, you can't. Huh? Why? Because it's impossible. If we split ourselves into 3 and 3, then we give up on going through door 3. Why? Bracelet numbers for the 6 of us are 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 2 combinations that can go through door 3 with 3 people. 3, 4, 5, or 6, 7, 8. That's it. Of course, 2 teams can't go through the same door. I see. That means 1 team would get left behind. That's right. That doesn't happen if we go through door 7 or 8. No, they're fine. We've got 3 options. Santa began to explain. Plan A. Go through door 7 with 3, 5, 8, and go through door 8 with 4, 6, 7. Go through door 7 with 4, 5, 7, and go through door 8 with 3, 6, 8. Go through door 7 with 3, 6, 7, go through door 8 with 4, 5, 8. Those are the only 3 options. That's it. At least if we want to get all 6 of us out of here. That was when Junpei realized. Plan A divides into 2 teams. 368, 358, and 467. Plan B divides into 2 teams. 457 and 368. Plan C divides into 2 teams. Yep, we've had this before. There was one thing they all had in common. In every single combination, 5 and 8 were never on the
6.
same team.
6.
In other words, if all 6 people were to move forward, Junpei and June would be separated. June and Junpei had been friends when they were kids. He trusted her more than anyone else on the ship. If he chose 7 or 8, he'd be taking away from her. Was that something he was prepared to do? Anyway, that's the deal, so think it over. You got 2 choices, 7 or 8. You can't choose 3. If you choose 3, you're going to be leaving 3 people behind to die. So what are you going to do? 7 or 8? Time to choose. Junpei thought hard. After thinking it over, his conclusion was...
Oh,
take
wow.
the risk and choose door 3. So this one, they're really telling you, come on, buddy, you don't want door 3.
That's
Okay, so at least this one warns you.
But what if I want door 3, John?
yeah. At least
But
this
what
one
if I
was-
want to traumatize June forever by looking at a dead body? All right, take the risk and choose door 3. Sorry, Santa, but I still want to go through door 3. What? That's nuts! You gotta be crazy! Why the hell are you so obsessed with that door? I'm just... Junpei paused.
I can see
He
all the
swallowed the words he'd
timelines.
been about to say. I'm just curious about door 3. That's all. Doesn't explain shit! I've got a reason. I'd be happy to explain it to you if you'll just come with me. With that, he began walking toward the door. Their curiosity likely getting the better of them, the others followed. A few of them looked a little suspicious, but Junpei told himself that wouldn't matter. He kept walking and kept silent. Eventually they arrived at the number 3 door. Junpei stopped. I'm curious about the red. Although that lets me know now that if you guys had chosen to go through door 3, that might have either
been a,
made you not want to, or made you really want to.
Yeah.
it'd be a gigantic
It would have
ass
made
red
it would have
flag.
made me want to go away.
Did any of us choose door 3 first round?
I don't
I don't
think so.
think
I think one of us picked it jokingly.
Yeah.
Through
So
the
I'm
first
curious.
way? Oh yeah, because everyone else had voted for like one or the other. And
Yeah,
like,
I think all of us have voted for 7 or 8, and you went 3.
because
I think
because
John did
it didn't
tell us-
matter.
Did you tell us that 3 gave us a bad ending?
Mm-mm.
No, I'm talking about our
Not on the first playthrough.
Okay.
Not on the first playthrough. I
Yeah,
didn't.
he wouldn't give us that much info.
Yeah, no.
He only told us after we went through door 2.
I'm curious about the red. 7, would you mind authenticating for me? Huh? Why? Please just do it. He stared at Junpei for a moment, then grunted and laid his palm heavily on the scanner. Happy? Yeah, thanks. The number 7 had been entered into the red. Next is June. Please touch the red just like 7 did. Jumpy, what are you trying to figure out? Junpei thought about his answer for a moment. I think I might have found another way out. Huh? Huh? What? Really? That got them excited, just as Junpei had intended. Now please, June. Okay. 7 plus 6 equals 13. 1 plus 3 is 4. With those 2 numbers in the red, Junpei had what he wanted. He casually placed his own hand on the scanner, and the third asterisk blinked on.
Mm-hmm.
4 plus 5 equals 9. Alright? The only people who haven't authenticated now are Santa, Clover, and Lotus.
But that's 6.
So, what's your point? You don't get it? Think about it. What's the sum of your number and Clover's? 12. And what's the digital root of that? 3. Which is Santa's number. By the way, Lotus, what's the number that's currently in the red? 7 plus 6 plus 5 equals 18. It would be 9, right? Yes. I don't know what he's getting at. What will the digital
Oh.
root be if you add 3 to that?
5 can go through door
3.
3. Santa's left behind.
Oh. The door's number. There you go. Hey, wait a minute! What the hell are you up to? I'm not up to anything. I'm just waiting. Waiting for what? I'm waiting for the balance to shift. Santa, or Lotus and Clover. Once one of you moves, the others won't have a choice. So I'm waiting. Junpei laid his hand almost casually on the lever. You son of a bitch! You tricked us! That all that stuff you were going on about is bullshit! Bullshit? I don't think so. Didn't I tell you I'd figured out another way to get out of here? This is it. Why the hell would you do something like this? Junpei glanced at June. Jumpy. You did this just so you could go through the same door as June? That's it? Santa was furious. His face was red, and flecks of spit flew from his lips as he spoke.
Are you
Junpei closed his
flirting
eyes
with my
calmly,
sister?
and then opened them
Yes,
again.
I am.
So,
Do
who's
you
it gonna
wanna
be?
die? Yes, I
Santa?
do.
Or Lotus and Clover? Shit! We're going! Clover! Lotus leapt forward. She grabbed Clover by the sleeve and ran for Junpei in the door. Just like, oh, okay, I'm here. Caught by surprise, Santa froze for a moment, then shot forward like a bullet from a gun. Lotus had a head start, but Santa had the advantage in size and speed. Almost immediately, he passed Lotus and Clover. No! Wait! Santa did not hesitate. Ugh! He slammed his hand down on the red. This is insane! This isn't right! He glared at Junpei, his chest heaving. Yes, well, you may be right. Junpei's voice was cold, but not without effort. He turned to the red and pulled the lever. So, yeah, kind of a dick thing, right?
Yeah.
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 A little bit. With the sound of metal on metal, the door opened. It would only remain so for 9 seconds. There was no time to think. Go! Junpei and his 3 reluctant companions jumped into the door's gaping mouth, one after another. So yeah, this is probably a sign that wasn't the right decision.
Yup.
Yeah.
No sooner did they enter than an all-too-familiar noise sounded from their left wrists. The detonators had activated. Junpei looked back only once and saw Lotus and Clover on the other side of the closing door. They stood still, stopped where they had been when Santa reached the red. The defeat and desperation on their faces tore at Junpei's heart. Then the door closed and they were gone. You son of a bitch, Junpei! This isn't fair! Santa rounded on Junpei, lightning crackling in his eyes and his knuckles white. Do you realize what you just did? You leave them out there and they can't... Shut it! That's enough! It hadn't been Junpei that spoke, but Seven. We gotta find the dead or none of this is gonna matter! The clock was ticking. The dead was their only chance at survival. Unless they could find it and deactivate their detonators, the 4 of them would be. We got less than a minute left! No time for screwing around! Get moving! They scattered and began to scour the room. The activation device was nowhere to be found. Corridors stretched out in 3 directions, but everyone was blocked off by a wall with metal. There was only one way out. One other door. There! Seven ran for the door, a rusty iron thing. His large hands grabbed hold of the handle and pulled. The room inside was pitch black. They could see nothing beyond the small patch of light that spilled through the doorway. Junpei stuck his head through the door and looked around the room. Almost immediately, he spotted the blinking red light on the right wall. I found it! The dead's right over here! He stepped into the room and nearly fell down. The floor was slippery. What? He stopped and glanced down at his feet. What was... Hey, what the hell are you doing? Get over there! Junpei felt Seven's heavy hand against his back and stumbled across the room. The other 3 piled in behind him. They all felt immediately that something was wrong. Nothing that could be easily identified, only a sense that something terrible shared the room with them. But there was no time to say so. Quick! Get to the dead! They all started running. In the dark, it was hard to tell where the wall was. All they could see was the tiny red light, blinking at them over and over and over. Then finally, suddenly they were there. In quick succession, they all slammed their hands against the scanner panel.
Ah, that was the blown up ending.
Seven leaned against the wall, gulping air. As his breathing began to return to normal, he glanced at his left wrist and grunted. It stopped. It stopped.
I did this in other endings.
Junpei could hear him laughing in the dark, but could barely make out the larger man's face. What the... The sound of retching came from Santa's direction. What the hell is this smell? This is vile! I'm gonna puke! So desperate had they been in their race to the dead that no one had noticed the horrible smell that pervaded the room. It was a terrible, nauseating stench, like burnt and rotten meat. Adrenaline had drowned it out, but now it rolled over Junpei in waves, forcing itself into his nose in every breath he took. He felt his stomach clench, and bile rise up in his throat. Let's get the lights on first. There's a switch over here. The light that spilled in from the door barely illuminated a small switch plate next to the door. Slowly, with the toll of the last few minutes apparent in his gait, Seven walked toward it. He stopped as he got close and extended his fingers toward the switch. There was a soft click as the lights came on. It had scarcely faded when another noise pierced the air. A scream. Junpei's breath stopped in his throat. His heart ceased to beat. Time froze. His mind scrambled to make sense of what he saw before him. What was left of the body sat in a sea of blood. Chunks of flesh torn... Oh, wait, we've seen this before.
Yup.
Something about spaghetti and fat and... Looks like an explosion. Seven's voice was low and strained. Just like the ninth man. The detonator in his bracelet set off the bomb in his gut. It looked as though the explosion had been quite powerful. His legs were both bent in an odd, unnatural way, and his left arm had split open, exposing the painfully white bone of his ulna. His bracelet lay next to him. It seemed to have hit the wall hard enough to have shattered the display, which lay on the ground in pieces. Half of his head had simply collapsed. The blood coating almost made it look like raw pizza dough covered in tomato sauce. His clothes, too, were covered in blood. The burgundy tie, the white shirt, the jacket with the yellow piping, and the gray slacks. They were all familiar to Junpei. Is that... Snake? Santa's voice wavered as he spoke, his mouth dry. Oh my god. Finally, Junpei spoke. Why did this happen? No! Suddenly, June was screaming, her voice broken. It was an eerie scream, full of insanity and not entirely human. No! 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 She shook her head violently and grabbed fistfuls of her own hair. Junpei could hear the sound of hair tearing. No! Stop it, June! He grabbed for her wrist, but as he did, June leapt up and ran toward the exit. Please! Get me out of here! You had to let me out of here! She screamed at the door, and her fist slammed against it with a hollow sound. Junpei could see drops of blood on her knuckles. Why are you doing these horrible things to us, me? What did we do to deserve this? She screamed again, a desperate, mindless cry. Her fists flailed against the door. Get me out of here! Please! Please just let me out! Junpei couldn't watch anymore. He ran to June and wrapped his arm around her, pulling the screaming girl away from the door. No! Get off of me! Let me go! Let me go! She scrambled for a moment, her legs skittering across the floor, but her resistance didn't last long. As suddenly as her outburst had begun, it was over. The manic energy disappeared, and her body went limp in Junpei's arms. June collapsed toward the floor, and Junpei knelt down with her. I hope you're happy, Junpei. Wanted her in this room so bad. He felt drops of something warm and wet. Was she crying? A moment later, she began to sob. Her shoulders shook, and great hot tears rolled down her face like rain. We're gonna be fine. It's gonna be alright, June. It's gonna be okay, Canny. Her name was a whisper. I'll be here with you, okay? She nodded once. Thank you. Thank you so much, Jumpy. Her trembling voice pulled at Junpei's heart. He stroked her hair gently. So, we're not gonna let this tear us away from the fact that this is Junpei's fault in the first place, right?
Yeah.
Totally his fault.
Yes.
Absolutely his fault. Like,
Yeah.
no doubt about it.
It's mostly
His-
our fault for wondering.
His face was so close to her. The scent of her hair was nostalgic. Do you feel better? Yes. But I'd like to stay here. For a little while, at least. Jumpy's body is so warm. Okay.
Okay, then.
Several minutes passed before June's tears had dried. So, yeah, they heard that. Unless they went through one of the doors, the people on the other side definitely heard that, right?
Yeah, totally.
Junpei stood up. He bent down, put his arms under June's, and helped her to her feet. By the way, and the thing that I saw for this game, the person never went through this door, so this is all brand new to me.
Nice.
Uh-huh.
I'm kind of spoiled on it because I looked it up.
Great.
It was
Wow.
completely my fault. I pulled a
They didn't
night.
speak. Neither did Seven or Santa. A person was dead. They had died in that room in a terrible way. Junpei knew there was no way he could make himself forget that. There was no way any of them could forget it, but mourning would do no good. They spread out to search the room, but each felt as if their heart was made of lead.
Who drew the LLR?
So a new puzzle for us
The
then, huh?
dude.
Well, except for Sunny.
How? He got blowed up.
What if it's part of the puzzle in this room?
That might be it.
Then who drew it?
Those letters written in blood. LLR. Do you think that might be some sort of dying message from Snake? No, that's impossible. You saw the body. You aren't doing anything after something like that happens to you. Then this. The way the blood's dry tells you it's real old. Whoever's blood this is, it ain't Snake's. Then you're saying this blood was put here a long time ago. Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
It is part of the puzzle in this room.
It's part of. So there goes that mystery.
Alright, let's see if anything happens when I turn you on. Nope, nothing. Not even a drop. Not even a drop of cum. Is the pipe clogged?
I took it as, dying. He's dying. He punches the wall a few times, gets some blood on his
Why?
hands, and
Yeah, maybe.
John, why
What?
did you say that?
Because I love being weird. Anyway.
Who doesn't?
Ooh,
Oh.
toilet paper. Oh. X.
Oh, someone-
we're gonna roll
Y.
that out against. Oh, we're gonna roll that out against the LLR.
Yep, I'd imagine.
Quite
Let's go do that.
possibly.
Wooden box. There's something in here. Oh, it's that thing that you use to search for blood.
Yippee!
Wait,
Hey, what
have we
happens
seen
if
that
you-
somewhere else in the game?
Probably.
No, I just know it. It's a fact. I know. It also appears at some point in the second game. So,
Oh, I guess that's how.
old message written in blood. It says LLR.
Oh, can you use the spray on the rest of the wall?
Maybe. Hold on. Give me a second.
Yeah. It's all mostly new to me. I kind of skimmed through it to be like, okay,
Wait.
what?
You don't really think we're supposed to use the luminol here, do you? Yeah, it does seem kind of weird to use it here. But maybe I should try it just in case. Okay, I've sprayed the luminol on the wall. What's next? Okay, I've sprayed the luminol on the wall. What's next?
Well, we need
But what's the
another,
next step?
we need another part to the puzzle. It seems.
It seems.
Ooh, turlets.
Oh, God forbid you have more than one thing open at a time.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh.
What do you think this is?
How does squid get in here?
Looks like tar. It's kind of sticky. I don't think we can just wipe it off. I doubt just pouring some water on it's going to help much either. What about hot water? Hot water? If we had some really hot water, like boiling hot, then maybe that would wash it off.
Me when Taco Bell.
There's nothing in the toilet. If there was, that would be gross. Might be something in the tank, you know? Let's open that shit up.
Someone left a top decker. Shit.
That's gross.
Do you know what a top decker is?
No.
Okay. It's when you shit in that part
Oh.
to fuck with someone
That's
specifically.
awful.
Yep.
Did you get the broom closet ending? Junpei reached for the broom, and as he grabbed it, he heard a soft voice from behind him. It was June. The rabbit hutch. Huh? He turned around. June still looked sadly pale, but there was a smile on her face. Oh, you just reminded me of it. The rabbit hutch, I mean. How did I remind you of something like that? Jumpy and the broom. You were always playing around with the broom in front of the rabbit hutch. I was? Don't you remember? Junpei stared at the broom in his hand. You mean you don't remember that summer either? She looked very sad. He shook his head. Of course I remember. How could I forget something like that? It was terrible.
Ooh. I missed.
They were in the 6th grade. Junpei and June had been assigned to take care of the classroom pets. The rabbits. Oh, remember in the ending when they talked about killing rabbits? I think we're about to learn about that. Yeah, I know nothing about this. Okay. Their chief duty was to clean the hutches every morning. On the final day of school before summer vacation began, Junpei overslept. He rushed to school and found June standing in front of the rabbit hutches. No sooner had Junpei arrived than June began to cry. He had no idea why until he looked behind her, into the rabbit hutch. The first thing he saw was blood. The hutch was filled with the dead bodies of the rabbits. Even after their teachers and friends came to see what the commotion was, June couldn't stop crying. I just kept crying and crying until you came over. You held my hand and you looked very serious and you said, "Don't cry, I'm gonna catch the person who did this." After you told me that, I finally stopped crying. Well, the real fun started after you quit crying. You told me we were gonna catch the killer together. June smiled, and a little of the flush of life returned to her cheeks. Then we decided that we'd ambush them. Yeah, I remember. The school almost kept roosters and guinea pigs. Also kept roosters and guinea pigs. Love this song. Junpei and June have decided the murderer would likely return to finish off the rest of the
They don't
animals.
deserve this.
They're
theme.
using this here, though?
John. They don't deserve this theme song.
They would ambush the killer at night. Junpei and June hid behind the hutch at dusk and waited. It was a warm summer night. The quiet sound of crickets whispered through the air. As the sun went down, the stars began to wink at them from the sky. And June's, Akane Kuroshiki's face, that night was something Junpei knew he would never forget, as long as he lived. But the murderer never showed up. We waited for them all summer vacation, and they never showed up. Yeah, but the animals didn't get attacked either. I think all that work amounted to something, you know? He'd felt the same way, but it was good to hear her say that. Although, you know, if you think about it, we were probably taking on a lot more than we could handle. What do you mean? She looked up at her, confused. Well, come on. We were just kids. If whoever killed the rabbits had actually showed up, they probably would have had a knife or something. I mean, you must have been pretty worried, right? I wasn't worried. Because you were. Because you were there with me. She blushed furiously. You know, no one else wanted to take care of the animals. Clearly embarrassed, she tried desperately to change the subject. I was the only one who asked to do it at first. Yeah, boys don't really want to bother with taking care of animals, you know. Well, damn!
Sexism.
Shit!
Sexism. Woo! I hate animals.
Yeah, but you asked to do it after I did, didn't you?
I hate the cat.
If it wasn't the rabbits, they were gonna make me do something else. You know how that school was. I figured it'd be better if I was working with somebody who wasn't too much of a loudmouth, right? Somebody who wasn't gonna tell on me if I felt like blowing it off. Really? That's why you volunteered? Yeah, it is. He nodded quickly and much too earnestly, and then quickly looked away at something very important. That hadn't been the reason, of course. He had asked to take care of the rabbits so that he could be near June. But it had been so long ago he couldn't bring himself to tell her how he'd felt back then. It would be embarrassing. He took a quick breath to clear his head, tossed the broom up, and then snatched it out of the air. Well, you don't really have time to be walking down memory lane like this, you know? We gotta figure out a way out of this room, otherwise... Yes. June nodded curtly and turned and walked away. You know, that's kind of sadder now. We know how this ends.
Mm.
Yeah.
with the ending we're gonna get. Junpei turned around and looked at the room, at Snake's body. Chunks of flesh and
hope not.
organs still lay on the floor. The conversation he and June had been having scarcely fit their surroundings. But perhaps that was simple human nature. Despite such a situation, or perhaps because of it, the mind turned to the farthest thing from death that it could find. Still, Junpei couldn't help but feel a twinge of guilt at wanting so desperately to live when Snake lay dead before him. He had to live. He wanted a life again. A life with June in it.
Hate.
Oh,
performing
about
bad.
that. As he stared at the clumps of blackened flesh, all Junpei could think of was how much he wanted to live.
Hate to
Yeah,
tell
that's
you what ending
unfortunate.
You're gonna get.
The bucket!
Yo, this really is just like Stanley Parable.
It's like the Stanley...
yeah.
Yeah, Stanley Parable.
It's a
My
helmet.
friend.
We can survive the blast from the bomb with the bucket.
With the bucket!
Yeah, that'll work.
Can I look at the toilet? No.
The turlet.
What about the tank of what about the tank of this toilet?
Oh, that's truth.
It's a water tank for a toilet. I've seen a lot of OC guys try and hide a piece of something like this.
Original
Usually
character?
for a 187 or something. Guess they think it's clever. I don't know when they'll figure out everybody else thinks it's clever too. Huh? I mean, I know peace, but what's OC? Organic crime.
Damn.
What is
Organized.
that? Some kind of police
Organized
slang? Huh? Probably. Huh? What'd I say? Why does he look all sad now? It's not really important right now, guys. Let's just check it out, alright? He's not wasting any time.
Did they explain how 7 lost his memory?
They did in the... before. Well, they don't explain how they lost his memory in the path we're about to take, no.
Wait, how did 7 lose his memory?
I don't know.
Not gain. How did he lose it?
Yeah, I don't know. Something down there on the grate. I think it's a card. Yeah, it's the blue card. Can't reach it, though. It's too deep.
That's what she said.
Hey, Junpei, isn't this card kind of like that red card? Yeah, it looks similar. You're talking about this one we found in the toilet, right? Yeah. The red card floated, didn't it? Yeah, it did, so? Well, then this blue one probably floats too, right? Float. Yeah, it might.
Why don't you just reach down there?
Can we... oh, wait. We gotta get water.
You bucket the water in the toilets and...
Maybe we got one of the things for the wall already.
I see. There's a piece of paper tied to this pipe with a wire. Notice, drainage valve operation. Please do not flush the water in these pipes. Doing so may cause the drain to overflow. Ah.
I see the poop ending.
Poopy.
I see. I'm afraid I don't quite
Try
understand.
turning the... like, following the... like, of the top 3, try turning the farthest right one left. Next one left.
What happened?
Turn the middle one left.
This one?
Yeah. And turn the last one right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, no. I figured it might have been the blood on the wall of left, right.
Maybe I can use the shower here to fill the bucket with hot water. Hey, 7, can you turn on the shower? I'm gonna put the bucket under the head. Sure. Okay, sure thing.
Oh, what the? Okay, sure. That one works. Did they say those one worked before?
No, this would be we.
Blue card.
This is
I
probably the
float in
toilet.
water.
What if we used the
This is
hot
probably
water
the toilet.
instead?
There's a blue card in it.
Remember the tar stuff in the toilet?
Yeah, that. Maybe
'Cause
that'll
they-
give us the
June said
yeah.
hot water.
But that would be close to boiling, she said.
Something looks like tar inside the toilet bowl. If I flush the hot water from the bucket, that should clean it up.
You can turn a
Put it
Oh,
in
no.
the toilet!
pour it in the
The-
tank. Pour it in the tank.
Yeah, the tank.
Pour it in the tank, then flush it.
Alright, so I just pour the hot water into this tank and... Looks like you filled it. Now you should be able to flush it, right? There's probably a handle somewhere on the tank you can pull. I think I know this toilet slang. This one. No. Never mind.
Try you back out of this.
How is it boiling? What? Like-
You know how it's not boiling, but you can probably get it real hot.
Pipes.
You can get water real hot from the shower.
Okay, let's flush. There it goes, just like a toilet should work. 185 equals
Digital root.
14. 1 plus
That's 5.
4 is 5.
That's just 5 again. Maybe it isn't digital root.
Okay, good, awesome. Time to start combining items. Never mind.
Can you check the other stalls?
There's probably nothing in the other stalls.
Oh, 185. Wait. Nothing happens when I press these buttons. Well, it looks like the power's on. I'm wondering what the deal is with those things that say lock up there, though. Oh, there's 2 different cards, and you gotta...
Oh, that makes sense.
Well, actually, from
you
the
gotta
looks
put
of
in
it,
2 codes.
Well, try those stalls on the left first.
I already checked all 3 toilets, you know? Nothing unusual there.
Alright, cool. Yeah, it was helpful. What did he just say?
That's where we came in. Guess it's not locked, but there ain't really any point. All that's out there is a numbered door. Can't go back through the numbered door even if we wanted to. Doesn't look like this shower works.
Why doesn't only that shower work?
Okay, time to figure out why this doesn't. Yeah, it might.
Well, do you still have the bucket?
What I think you need to do is I think you need to swipe the red card on the door thing.
Let's try it. Can't be worth a shot. Red light's on, Jumpy.
Oh, we need the blue one.
And I'm guessing
Brilliant.
try the code now. Try code now.
Okay.
Nothing happens when I press the buttons.
Yeah.
I guess I have to get the red and blue lights to turn on first.
How
Y'all.
does he know it's a blue light?
Guess.
It is colored blue. Anyway, I really just... Yeah.
Maybe it's directional. Maybe you gotta get the turn those one to the side, turn the middle one, the top middle one to the right, and then turn the last one, the top right one down.
Mm-hmm.
Then maybe try turning on the shower head.
That didn't work before.
Well, the hot water comes out of the shower. I get the feeling it might still be useful for something else.
Try turning the single one on, like the one that didn't work before.
You mean the same? Oh, yeah, okay, hold on. Doesn't look like the shower works.
Is maybe the hole filled with water now?
Oh,
Oh, that's a clock.
it's a
No.
thermometer. Can you get it off? No. It's screwed onto the wall.
Well, we're screwed.
Yeah, there sure is. The thermometer was screwed onto the wall. That meant that Junpei needed to take the screws out with a screwdriver. While he was so engaged, Santa suddenly spoke. Hey, Junpei, you know why thermometers only go up to 107 degrees Fahrenheit or 75 degrees Celsius like this one? Junpei answered without taking his eyes off the screw. No, can't say I ever thought about that. At 107 degrees, the cells in the human body start to die and the organs begin to shut down. The proteins in your cells start to harden. It's like when you hard-boil an egg. Even if you cool it down afterwards, it won't go back to being a raw egg. In other words, it's dead. That's why thermometers don't go past 107. There's no point. Why had Santa brought that up, Junpei wondered. Oh yeah? They continue to work at the screw. It's pretty rare for a fever to get that high. Even viruses and stuff don't usually drive the body temperature up to 107. Of course, there are other external things that could. Like what? Well, let's see. Something like getting locked in a sauna. Or getting thrown into an incinerator and burnt to death.
Wow, convenient.
Yeah, I guess that would get a little hotter than 107 degrees Fahrenheit. Junpei gave a short, barking laugh. A moment later, the screw fell off. This is just the Junpei is a fucking lacking in empathy bitch ending.
Mm-hmm.
With a small tug, Junpei pulled the thermometer from the wall. Alright, I got it. He looked up and saw Santa glaring at a blank section of wall. Huh? What's up? Nothing. Forget about it.
Okay.
Santa spun around and walked off away from Junpei, but as Junpei watched him go, he didn't look angry. He looked very, very sad.
I would wonder why.
Okay.
Search it.
It's a thermometer.
You thermominate.
Why don't you thermominate?
Pipe on the right here must be connected to the drain in the middle of the room. Turn on the water here, it'll probably come up through the drain.
Oh.
So we solved the puzzle. We just
Okay.
click on the note.
So it may cause the drain to overflow. So do we need to...
Try just clicking on the valve. Try clicking on the shower head now.
Valve.
Yeah, if I can get this hot water on the thermometer, then maybe. Alright, thermometer, let's get this party started. What?
Bruh.
Yep, looks like that's doing the trick. There goes the gauge. And now it's at the open mark. It's at the what?
What?
Oh, it opened. Wait, I completely missed that. Hello?
It
Looks
looks
like
like you
there's a
should
piece
have
of
searched
paper in
it
here.
then. Oh.
Okay.
Oh, 957 plus 185. Time to pull out the calculator.
Yup.
957 plus 185. 1142 will be our code. We just have to get the card first. Now. What?
What?
What are we using the broom for? What's the broom about?
The only thing I can think of using the broom for is
The toilet paper.
What if I wrap the toilet paper around the broom?
and use it as a mop on the wall.
Oh, like
Oh.
you do?
Oh no,
Yeah,
for the red marks
sure.
on the paper. For the red marks, probably.
Yeah. But what about the wall that you sprayed with that shit? Did we ever figure
Hold
that
on.
one out?
I'm guessing afterwards we're going to basically either A, use something from the next room, or B, basically kind of scrub the wall with the broom.
What?
Oh.
Well,
Bigger
so that's not our code. Our code, we also add that onto it. 1776. So the symbols line up perfectly. It says 634 plus. Okay, so now we have to figure this out somehow.
But what? I feel like we had to solve the wall thing first. Not first.
Is it perhaps
like-
that the valves need to be facing the top two need to be facing the other way?
Yeah, we want that though.
Like maybe
Yeah, it's not the trial and error. I'm yawny.
Yeah, what the hell does LLR mean then?
L plus.
Straight lumen on the wall. What's next?
Yep.
We haven't even done that yet! Like, what the fuck?
Nope.
Oh wait,
Like,
wait,
yeah, what do you do
hit
here?
The light switch.
Lumen on-
Hit the light switch.
Oh, if it's too... Yeah,
Hit the light switch,
right!
you're right
Where's
next
the
to
light
the
Did you
switch?
just say if it's too gay?
LLR, LRL! LLR, LRL. LLR, LRL. Well, I did what it said on the wall. I wonder if it actually did anything. Hey, this drain's acting up. What the hell did you do? I just messed with the valves a little. Nothing big. So now that's what it is. There you go,
Yes.
Sonny.
Epic.
Chubby, the card is floating. Looks like the water floated the card up out of the drain.
Sunny.
The blue card is floating in the water.
Because it goes
Must be
constantly like,
water
"What the
flowing through the pipe on the right. There's water pouring out of the drain.
Hmm. Alright. Wait, that's the...
Great job, Jumpy. Both of the lights are on now. Now you just need to put in the password.
Which one's the female symbol with the horns?
I don't remember. Both lights are on. We should be able to enter the password now. It's with the E and C keys. E means enter and C means clear, I think. So after you put in the password, hit E. If you screw it up, hit C.
It would thanks.
Yeah, please. Let me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a genius.
Yes. Yippee!
This might be the last one. You found it.
You found it. Was there a you found it in 2?
What do you mean?
There was 2 more you found it.
Yeah, there were 2 because there were 2 puzzles past the door. Outside of the
2,
shower room was a
yeah.
hallway that extended off and to the right. To the left and right. At the right end was a large iron door. They moved a few steps toward the door when Junpei heard the sound of metal on metal. I guess they did go through another door. They turned around. Seven was doing some... Oh, never mind. Doing something in the door of the shower room. What are you doing, Seven? Well, I figured maybe we might want to come back here sometime. To see the dead body. You know, just to visit.
Yeah.
So I stuck the broom in there to keep the door from shutting. Alright, let's go.
Oh, that's what the broom was for.
With that, he stood up and
Yes.
began walking down the hallway. He brushed past Junpei and kept going. After a moment, the rest of them followed him. Before long, they found themselves at the large iron door. They had only been there for a moment when June spoke up. Jumpy, look! He turned. There, on the right side of the hallway, was a piece of paper attached to the wall. Junpei ran over and peeled it off. It's the map!
Holy
Said, "See that?"
I'm coming.
Okay, we've seen this. Time to look at it later. Folded the map up and put it away. Back at the door, the 4 of them lined up in front of it. Santa stepped forward. He grabbed hold of the door and then turned to look back at the rest of them. Ready? I'm gonna open it. They nodded. Santa nodded back and threw the door open.
We solved it.
All 4 of them leapt through. It took only a moment for them to realize where they were. They had been there only a short time ago. It was a large hospital room filled with countless beds.
Clover's probably dead.
Are Clover and Lotus dead?
Lotus and Clover looked up as they entered.
Okay, good.
Oh,
Ace
wait,
was
never
there
mind.
as well, although he looked as though he had only just woken up. The moment they spotted Junpei, Lotus and Clover headed straight for him. Oh, there's a difference. Back in the other ending, when Ace woke up, he was by himself.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, was he just waking up when we all came back as well?
I think so, yeah.
Or he'd only been awake for just a few moments.
Okay, never mind then. As she neared him, Lotus drew back her hand and slapped him, open palmed, across the face.
Yep, fair enough.
How could you do this to us? Her face was furious. She grabbed Junpei by the collar and shook him violently. Clover didn't touch him, but the hate in her eyes was no less potent. It was Seven who stopped them. Knock it off! We got bigger shit to worry about right now. His deep voice echoed across the massive room. Lotus glared at Seven, but let Junpei go after one last vicious shake. What? Go have a look. I stuck the screwdriver in the door. That door over there, the one without a number. So long as the screwdriver's there, it can't shut, so you can get in there. Seven also explained how they might found the shower room and how he'd used the broom to ensure the door remained open as well. Then you're saying we can go in there without passing through the numbered door? Yeah, it's about the size of it. The hell is in there? You'll know when you see it. Lotus and Clover looked at one another for a moment, then nodded and stepped through the door. By then, Ace had made his way to them, moving with the stiff, shuffling steps of someone who'd only just woken up from a lengthy slumber. Yeah, you're just really just gonna leave this to be a surprise for poor Clover.
That's fucked up.
My goodness. I know I said I was sure you'd come back for me. I didn't think it would happen so soon, though. Ace shook his head weakly. Should I go as well? Seven nodded. Very well. Ace followed Lotus and Clover with a stiff, tired gait. Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah,
why
Seven
not
really
just
just went,
say
hey, go
Snake's
see your dead brother.
dead?
That's fucked
That's a
up.
big move.
Okay, now we've seen this.
Okay.
That
thing
is
is-
fucked up.
It makes
Holy
sense
shit.
Fine.
that they were able to get to the dead, because Snake would have a real hard time getting over to the dead.
Yeah. Oh, well, now we're about to see why you can't go through any of the other doors, why you're now locked into door 2. It probably has something to do with now Santa doesn't trust you or something.
I'm
Maybe.
guessing it's
Or he would catch on to your trick, because he's watching you closer or something. Alright. They stood in front of the elevators next to the stairs that led to the casino and the kitchen. Between the two elevators was a card reader
Okay.
with a Mercury symbol engraved on it.
There it is.
Junpei stood in front of it with a Mercury key card. He found the card while investigating the shower room. He took a deep breath and slid the card through the reader. It made a small beep and the lights on the reader blinked to life. Now they were ready. 7 people, including Junpei, climbed onto the elevator.
My guess is that they don't let Junpei pick because the last time he picked, this happened.
There were only 2 floor buttons they could push. The C and bottom buttons. The rest were destroyed or did nothing when pushed. Junpei hit the bottom button. The door closed. Slowly, they began to move downward. Sometime later, all 7 of them stepped off the elevator and onto the bottom deck. They stepped off and saw that the hallway to the right ended somewhere between 20 and 25 feet from them. The hallway in front of them was a dead end, but not a regular dead end.
Number 2. Car.
This is a numbered door. Yeah, it's door 2. Immediately, they began to discuss who would go through it.
Oh,
Wait, what?
oh, I get it. They
Their
can only go-
earlier experiences had shown them that they would meet again, regardless of which numbered doors they took. As a result, there were no arguments this time.
I also know
Instead,
I also know why they only go through door 2, because since no one went through door 7 and 8, they don't have the cards to go to door 1 and 6.
That makes sense.
they concerned themselves with who would be sent in to investigate what was beyond the door. The first to volunteer was 7. Junpei followed suit, which meant Lotus was by default the third
Okay,
member.
that makes sense.
Okay, it's nothing like I thought then. Well,
Wow.
We didn't even get to see the voting.
alright, we're taking off. Okay, please be careful. Jesus, you two are acting like you're married, you know that? Jun blushed. So did Junpei. Perhaps in an attempt to hide his emotions, he quickly turned away to pull the lever on the red.
Oh, and it actually makes sense, because the thing is, if they go through 7 and 8, they don't find where Snake's supposed dead body is, so they're like, he has to be through door 3, so they have to go through it and get the final key card.
Hmm.
Yeah. Door opened. As they'd come to expect, there appeared to be a short hallway on the other side. Alright, let's go. Lotus was the first through the door. Santa was next, and Junpei brought up the rear.
Whereas with this one, they know
Well,
for a fact.
yeah, I think we know how this ends now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Are we really
Although-
gonna get the entire
I am
ending
going to
again?
complete the ending just so that it counts, though.
Yeah.
Just so it counts as we've seen this room now.
Would you be able to take the second puzzle a tiny bit slower?
Why?
Because I wasn't here for it.
Oh.
Just a bit slower, not like actually
Wait,
solving
do we
it.
get anything for 100% in the game?
Probably not. What would even 100%ing this game be?
I don't know, get all the doors and all the endings.
Or maybe just see all the rooms. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Nah, this is probably the worst.
Well, this is pretty quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The handle for the toilet, the pole handle.
Yup.
Wait, was that not what that was?
No, that was the screwdriver. That was the driver head on the wall. There's the handle for it, the pull.
Oh, right.
There's the screwdriver.
And then you combine the two. Or did you need a third component
No, we don't
to
need this. So
include them? Okay.
that should make this a lot easier now, because before we were jumping around a bunch. Like, where's the screwdriver?
Hmm. Did you remember that, John?
Remember what?
The handle for the driver.
No.
Ah, good. Then it's a good thing that you reminded him, Slade.
Optional. Get the towel from the bed in the middle room. Why is it optional?
Because it's completely useless in retrospect.
Yeah.
What did the towel do again?
It just showed you that you need to fill up the sinks.
Oh.
Oh, now that I think about it, I understand it. It flows from one side into the other.
That
This
also.
side has the stream, so you turn the taps over here, whereas the other side has the tile where the water pools up.
And the other one had a thing in it that looks like it's 14. That has 14 on it, I mean. Yeah, one of those.
I think you need. Do you need to pick that drawer back up? Doesn't that one have the mirror on the bottom?
I don't know. It didn't tell me to do that, so I guess I'll see, won't I?
Yeah.
Can I put my dick in your ass?
What?
I was singing a song. Opposed to balls in your jaw.
Singular jaw.
Seven had a hell of a time between the first Notre Dame and the second one.
Nah.
First one, he's like
Oh,
perfectly
man.
fine. Now he's like covered in scars.
I seriously don't know which game I would want to do next.
I don't know if I'm in the
if
leftmost room.
we would do
I was, okay.
sequel or Persona.
I think the other one has the handle you need.
I want to see how
It's saying that it's optional. It's not optional.
What is an optional?
The
Is
two
it
steps that it told me.
What are the supposed optional steps?
Use the drawer that has the mirror on it on the shaft of light in the rightmost room. Tap both of the mirrors in the dark room to see 4 and 7, which corresponds to sun and moon. I guess that's not optional.
Well, what are sun and moon? What are sun and moon used for?
Flushing the toilet.
Then you need to flush the other one. In that case,
It says the left.
Oh, yeah.
I touched the leftmost room. Go to the leftmost room and flush the toilet 4 times. Yeah, no, not optional. Stupid walkthrough.
huh? Maybe there's a chance it's optional on the iOS version.
Maybe.
Does it say that it's iOS exclusive? And also the iOS version was taken down, wasn't it?
I don't know.
It was.
Yeah. Wasn't there some way to see the entire room, or am I misremembering?
I don't know.
Wait.
Didn't we?
Oh,
didn't we
it's
only need
optional
4
because we
ghost
don't
rooms?
need them. Wait. Did those 2 pieces appear because we flushed it?
Yes.
Yes.
Whoops. All these.
Oh yeah, it was all the E's, which completely makes sense, by the way. Wait, what was it? E again?
I don't remember. Anyway, here we go. We're in the torture room.
Ah,
That's what
yes.
this place is. The
Oh, I
torture
get
room.
it. It's all the E's because 14 is E in hexadecimal.
Ah, yeah, that. Yeah.
Ah, yeah. There you go. So yeah, this is a torture room. Hold on a second.
Mm-hmm.
I miss
Because
this place.
this was as much as I saw.
Yeah.
This was where
Yeah.
I had left.
Then it's a good thing I didn't accidentally say spoilers.
Yeah, the thing your voice just did there was weird.
I do
I-
know
It
Lotus
was
ends
like
up in the
wheeze.
chair when you did.
Yep, Lotus ends up in the chair. Okay, so
Okay, then.
first step, get the wrench from this table in the corner. There are a number of ominous-looking tools and instruments
That's
here.
what I was
Got
going to
an
say. By the
adze and a
way.
hammer, a pair of forceps. These other things are too old and broken. I have no idea what they are. Doesn't this wrench look way too new to be here with all this other stuff? Yes, it does. I didn't notice it before you mentioned it, but it's not rusty at all.
Then take it.
Yep, get the wrench. Use the wrench on the porthole on the water tank. This thing. Cover's bolted on there pretty good. Should be able to get those bolts off with this wrench we just found, though. Sweet, it's open. Then reach into it. The hole's too small. You can't see in, even with the cover off. Well, you can't see in, but I think there's enough room to stick your arm in. Are you sure you want to do that? There could be something dangerous in there. Okay, I admit that scares me a little, but we need to see if there's anything useful in there. Alright, here we go. Arm into the hole. Hey, I think I can feel something. Small, cold, and hard. Doesn't feel like there's anything else in here.
A bomb.
A dead person's tiny dog. Alright, let's see what this thing is. The sun key.
Damn it.
Then we go ahead and tap the green monitor over here. There's something on the screen. This device will conduct the experiment. Once the experiment has been completed, the door will unlock. First, adjust the switches to match the blocks in the sample above. Huh. I don't know what this thing is, but we gotta figure out this puzzle. It's right next to a torture chair. Whatever it is, I don't think it's good. Anyway, we just need to adjust the switches to match the blocks up on top, right? You adjust the switches shown at the four corners of the screen, then press the check button. Junpei, we don't know what this thing does. You can always come back to it later. There are lots of other things you could do. Turn all the switches on except for the top right switch. And tap check. Okay.
Okay.
Adjustment is completed. Now proceeding to execution phase. To complete the experiment, data must be collected from subject. Once preparation is finished, place subject in chair. Whoa, I thought we solved the puzzle already. What does it mean by preparation? I don't know. I've got a bad feeling about this. I think this means one of us has got to sit in the chair. Well, Seven's never going to fit in that thing. It's either you or me, Junpei. Collecting data. I wonder if it's going to run electricity through the subject. There's a human head on the screen. Maybe it's going to zap the brain with a little electricity? This really doesn't sound safe. Anyway, we still got to prepare. We can talk about this after we figured out what it means by preparation, alright? Well, it wants us to prepare, so maybe we ought to ask it what we need to do. And then go over to the console
7
with 2 levers.
What do we need to do to prepare?
Console 2 levers. Tap the yellow lever until the window below the chair lights up. The lever's got to turn something on. Of course they would. All they can do is turn something on or off. What's important is what they turn on or off. Don't say the floor is going to suddenly open up. I could see some oil or something down there at the base of the lever. Yeah, feels like it's got some movement to it. I should be able to pull this one. Alright, let's pull the lever. Is that water? What the hell? What's going on? Will you calm down? It's just water going somewhere. It sounds like it's underneath us. That means the floor... Oh! Junpei, look! What's she... Oh, damn! I can see through the glass now.
Could you not do the other lever?
No. E, D, B, F.
There's also a dead shark in the water.
There are a bunch of buttons here with the letters A through F on them. Let's push some of them. Down you go. Press it again. Back you come. I guess those buttons switch something on or off when you push them.
How long has it been since you brushed it?
What? What? Anyway, there's a strange noise coming from the chair. Whoever's happening, that should probably mute, Heartless.
I've been
Something about brushing teeth.
just reminding you that you need to brush
And you should... Okay.
that thing off the bottom of that bed.
Okay. There it goes. Okay. There's a strange noise coming from the chair. It looks like it's been turned on. I guess the puzzle here was that the power had to be set in a specific way. I guess so. The sun key should fit into the keyhole on these manacles. Alright, sun key, in you go. And yes! Great, they're open. I don't think we're going to need the sun key again in here, though. Just seems unlikely. Alright, sun key, you've done your job. Into my pocket with you. How we interact with this. Do you know the story sequence, Slade?
No.
Well, I'm going to kind of speed through it a little bit. I will sum up, though.
Okay.
So, someone has to sit on it. Lotus volunteers. He'll be fine. She says she'll be fine. She could still give him advice. Go over to that screen. Let's get it over with. She did not sit down. She felt hesitation. In case this is the last time we talk, just listen. If something happens to me, I want you to tell my daughters that I love them very much. No, tell them that I will always love them. Daughters? You got kids? Yeah. They're about your age, Junpei. They're twins. I had them when I was young after some things happened. Their names are Nona and... Wait! Nona?
And Ree?
It's in the story that, they told them. Aoi, Light, and Nona. They were their names.
Oh shit!
The hell? What's wrong with you?
They reference Aoi even in this ending.
Yeah. It couldn't. Is your last name Kashiwabara? Yep. Are you serious? No way you're that kid's mom. That kid? What do you mean that kid? Why are you acting like you've met her? I have. Yeah, I met one of your kids 9 years ago. Where? On this ship. Why were you... It's not a short story. I don't care how long it is. Tell me, what happened? And he knows, and he knows, and he knows, and he knows, and he knows.
We don't get to see the rest of it. No, fuck you.
7 finished. Shows Looker Shed. Everything I've been looking for the last 9 years. The person who had all the answers was right here. 9 years ago, my daughters disappeared. Then 9 days later, they came back. They never told me what had happened to them over those 9 days. Took them to the doctor, but they hadn't been hurt. They were through something terrible. Couldn't bring myself to force them to talk. It had forced them to relive it. They didn't have any choice to ignore it. But then a few months passed. They acted like nothing happened. Smiled, made jokes, and did everything normal. How could I ask them to remember? So she went on her own investigation to figure out what would happen. What did you find out? Nothing. Police pretended to be concerned. They didn't do anything. 16 children went missing, came back. They were swept under the rug. High doomsday. Media didn't talk about it. Cradle Pharmaceutical. She found out they were connected to the kidnappings in some way. Every one of the kids that disappeared went to that hospital at some point. We know this pretty much from the true ending.
Yeah.
One of them had a weird story. The Gansfeld experiment. And then we get the Gansfeld experiment. Subjects Q and A are put into separate rooms. Series of video images are shown to Subject Q, who's told to send the images to Subject A by thinking about them. Subject A is put in a large reclining chair and given a blindfold. With their senses cut off, A is asked to guess what images Q is looking at. Famous telepathy experiment. That's how the experiment on the ship was supposed to work. Someone from Cradle Pharmaceutical bought into it and forced the kids to take part in it. That's where we got the first nonary game from. But they don't know this yet.
Yeah.
And then that's pretty much it. Get on with it, you fucking dickheads. Okay. That's pretty much the puzzle. Experiments concluded.
Yeah.
Nothing happens to Lotus. Life got a little shorter. Haha, that's funny. Very funny considering the ending we're gonna get.
Yeah.
Then we get out of here. That's pretty much this room.
Yeah, I remember her getting out of the chair.
Okay. And then we get the fun, cool ending.
Very fun, cool, very cool
The
fun.
door opened and they stepped off. They'd expected to find 4 other people waiting for them. There were none. Where did they go? I have no idea. Lotus shrugged. Something in the pit of Junpei's stomach stirred. He tried to forget the feeling and took off down the long hallway before him. 7 and Lotus followed at a run. So yeah, that's added if you went through door 3.
Ah.
But the rest of this... Oh, never mind, it's not the same. Junpei stopped. He laid his hand on the doorknob, his breathing heavy. 7 laid a hand on his arm. Hold on a sec there. Huh? We don't have the key for this one yet, right? There's the Jupiter symbol engraved over the keyhole. 7 was right, they had no Jupiter key. Then we can't open this door. Unfortunately, no, we can't. Jeez, the sun door's gotta be just on the other side of this, you know? Frustrated, he twisted the doorknob. Door opened. Hey, it opened! What? The others must have found the Jupiter key. Well, what are we waiting for? As he spoke, he shoved the door the rest of the way open. And then, uh-oh.
Oh no.
The rest of this should be the same now.
No, check the post, you dumbass.
The thing is, I think they only check Clover and Santa. They don't check Ace.
Yeah. Why didn't they check Ace? I guess they also assumed.
They probably just assumed he was dead. He was on
Out of
same
the
state as
three of
rest
them, who's the least likely to be alive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. We let a psychopath in this game for some reason.
I know we talked about rabbits and shit earlier, but I have to die now. Sorry, bye.
Died as soon as you said that.
Man,
Rip in pieces.
Or is it?
I think it's the end.
Why wouldn't they just say bad end? Why would they just say or is it?
Because it's not technically a bad end. A bad end indicates that you went through a door that was supposed to have something else to a time, by the way. The bad end indicates that you went through a door that was supposed to have something through it, but you didn't do the right things to unlock that ending.
Whereas that one is
So you got a bad end.
bad end, or
That
is
one's
it?
just a That one is just
fucking
this door has nothing behind it but death and misery.
But the thing is, it does have a lot of information.
Yeah, and you could use that information at later dates.
Why do I? Memories
Why
of
do
the
I
escape.
remember these things?
Memories of the escape.
iOS, let's go. And then we're over. We're
My
done.
food's. I think my food's gonna be done soon. We're gonna start watching it, and then I'm gonna be called for dinner.
Yeah. So let's go look at that syringe ending. Let me try and find it again first.
Is it long?
Don't know, we'll see.
Cool.
Binge ending. Okay, let's see. So wow, this doesn't that one doesn't have it. This one might. iOS exclusive content. Here we go.
Yippee.
So
we can't see it.
Nope.
Because he hasn't put it on the screen yet. Give him a moment.
yeah, give me a minute. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Give me a minute.
Okay.
So
Nine.
this, here it is. This happens after it is discovered that Snake is dead behind the shower room. This happens pretty much immediately after. You get this if you go through door 3. Just a reminder.
It didn't help that there was a girl nearby who.
Okay, let's not have that. So you're not gonna have the music, unfortunately, but oh well.
No.
You can imagine it.
Fucking
It was Clover.
YouTubers.
Her head drooped listlessly onto her chest.
John, I hate
Her eyes were
YouTubers.
blank and stared across the room at nothing. Her breathing was slow and mechanical. Whoops. Aside from the rise and fall of her chest, she didn't move. Junpei felt as if even a nudge might shatter her into 1,000 pieces. Snake was probably murdered. Chances are he was killed the same way the 9th man was.
Okay, we've seen that one.
7 lowered his voice, likely in an attempt to keep Clover from hearing what he had to say. I'll never forgive him. Never, 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 never! I'm gonna kill him! Clover let out a raw, wordless scream of rage and bolted toward the exit. Hey, wait, Clover! Junpei reached out to stop her, but she didn't even seem to notice him. Clover slammed through the door and disappeared out of the room. Damn it! So Junpei, I assume, is going after her. He leapt up, and took off after her. At the staircase, Junpei skidded to a halt and looked around. Damn it, I lost her! He took a step forward toward the stairs, muttering angrily to himself. Then suddenly Junpei felt a sharp pain in his neck, as if he'd been stabbed by a needle, or... He tried to spin around, but his body refused to respond. The attempt at movement was enough to disrupt his balance, however, and he staggered and fell, tumbling down the stairs to a landing. or rather, into a pool of water several feet deep that had gathered above the landing. He felt his body begin to sink. Straining to keep his head above water, Junpei finally saw her.
Roll this
Oh.
again.
It's the
Clover.
same shit.
Reason.
She was reaching out for him with her left hand, an eerie smile frozen on her face. Here, take my hand. Clover, what did you... Just a little injection. That stuff Ace took? I got some from his pocket.
See?
There was more? Mm-hmm.
Is he underwater?
Junpei opened his mouth to try and ask why. But there was no point. He already knew. Junpei had left Clover and Lotus and gone through door 3. The body in the shower on the other side of that door had been Snake's. Clover likely thought Junpei had killed him. It wasn't a difficult jump to make. Or perhaps losing her brother had simply driven her insane. The cold, vacant look in her eyes would have made Junpei shiver if he wasn't already paralyzed and about to die. What are you doing? Hurry up and grab my hand.
I can't move it.
The injection she'd given him seemed to have worked its way to Junpei's brain. Thinking was becoming increasingly difficult, and everything felt indistinct. He reached out for Clover. You idiot! Why would I help you? The last thing he heard was the soft gurgle of water as his face dropped beneath the surface. As he sank, he could see Clover's face getting further and further away. The water twisted and distorted into it distorted it into something that didn't seem human.
Well,
Pog.
In the hospital, choose either door 7 or 8. Hi there, and
Oh,
then proceed.
Yep.
Shout out. Sun Collab. But yeah, that's what that was about to say. That was about to say, this game has multiple endings. Don't stop here, for the love of God. Pick either door 7 or 8, you loser.
Bad end.
Yeah, I was going to say, in the hospital, choose either 7 or 8, then proceed. This will allow you to see an ending that will bring you closer to the core of the story. So what I'm getting is that tells you, like, hey, do this so that you don't fucking perish.
This was like the iOS developers going, hey, let's put a thing in that makes it so that they're not forced into an ending, like they're not forced in the horrible ending for longer.
Yeah, exactly. Which I like that.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, because the thing is, it cuts
That
down
good.
on it, and it's not like, oh,
That's
hey,
it.
you're just trapped in the worst ending for longer.
Are you
Yeah.
turning us to your YouTube studio right now?
Yeah, sorry.
So that's it.
Hold on. That is all. I believe that is all we've seen of 999.
Stream code.
That is
leaked.
all we can see.
yay.
No.
Wow. That was useless.
Yeah.
I thought it was more substantial.
See, the thing is, I wanted to tell you it was all just bad endings, but I was like,
I figured.
not sure if you'd want to know that.
They were. Yeah. Why would they give good
I-
endings for fucking
Yeah.
up? Essentially.
Yeah.
There's only ever gonna be one good ending for that.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah. Every other ending, you either die or your fate is uncertain.
I think in the safe ending, basically the experiment never actually happened, because the thing is, June sets up the experiment, but if you fail, June is dead 9 years ago. So I'm guessing just you never get kidnapped technically.
Either that or, yeah, maybe. So that's why you're still in your apartment.
Yeah, because you technically never left. You were never kidnapped. Because the person who kidnapped you is dead.
All right. Yeah. Well, we're done 999. What do we think?
Wow.
Pretty good game.
I
6,000.
liked it.
7. About 7.5.
I like it.
Just
right.
wow.
I like it. And compared to its sequel, I do think that this has a more grounded, understandable story. However, I like the story, the sequel story more, to the point where I think it is perhaps one of the greatest stories video games have ever had to tell.
Oh, nice.
Better than
So-
Persona 5 Royal?
Goddamn.
Yes.
Okay.
Like Persona
Deep
5
Betrayal.
Royal has the thing is Persona 5 Royal has a great story and like fantastic deep gameplay. That's what makes it my favorite game of all time.
And
Johnny
it's
Slut.
replayable.
What?
Did I just
And
Slut,
Royal,
how dare you?
and
Okay.
Royal's replayable.
We're
Yeah,
not here
very,
to the
very
votes.
replayable.
You
Oh,
play other
man.
games that are not Persona, you slut.
Whereas a puzzle game isn't really replayable.
Oh,
Yeah, once you know the
man.
answers to the puzzles, that's kind of it.
Yeah, once you know the
So-
story twists and the puzzles, you're basically done with the game.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's great to think about, though.
Yeah. I'd say
So-
this game was like a 5.9 out of 10.
Nice. I will say that a lot of the problems that this game has in terms of which ending leads to what you pick leads to which ending. Well, first of all, I will say this game had like 6 or so endings. The sequel has close to 20.
Ah.
God.
And some of them, I'd say a lot of them make sense. Some of them really don't. And you know how this game had if you tried to get the true ending before the safe ending, you'd get a to be continued, la, loser, go get this other ending?
Yeah.
Mhm.
The sequel is full of them.
Nice.
Wonderful.
Like, is it
So-
like multiple endings you need?
It is, you need to see this ending to get to this place. You need to see this ending to get to this place. You need to see this ending to get to this place.
So, yes.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
Something
so
along those lines.
I
That
think
sounds
there may be
horrible.
multiple good endings.
For that game.
You'll see.
Uh-oh.
You'll see.
Well, you
I
have to
don't
say
If
want
you
to
choose
see.
it
I'm
that
done with
way.
this
I'm
game
guessing
already.
there are multiple good endings. Well, I say good in quotation marks. There are multiple endings where technically things are resolved. Not every
Multiple
loose end is
safe
tied
endings.
up, but where like the main point of the game is resolved.
I already want to go back to
Hmm.
Persona.
Well, if I had to ask you now, would you want to go to Persona 5 Strikers next, or would you want to go to this? Not it's called Virtue's Last Reward. Would you want to go
Maybe
to Virtue's
we
Last Reward
do
next?
Strikers as a 999 break and then go back to it.
Yeah.
That's
The only
all-
problem with that is that you might forget a lot of the details of the first game.
Not necessarily.
The-
I think
I
we
have-
all got the gist of it.
Yeah.
Strikers
If nothing else,
isn't
we'll be able to give them a
that
refresher
long.
because I
Unless
remember
you're
the
trying
game pretty
to
well.
100%. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, I will also probably just speed through 999 on Steam just in case like there's anything new to it. I don't think there is,
All right.
but
Strikers isn't that long.
Ooh, technically, if you speed
of a
through
game.
999 on Steam, you'll be able to get that 9th 999 stream in.
I
Yeah.
don't doubt
Yeah.
that.
well, I won't
honestly-
do it on stream.
Ah,
I don't doubt that. Honestly, I just want to see more Joker and his friends
Yeah.
Yeah.
and his.
All
very
right,
fun
well, I'm
shenanigans.
gonna head out because I have to use the bathroom.
Okay.
Shit like
So,
that.
yeah.
This has been Supersonic.
That's his
This has
line.
been Supersonic 1014. I'll catch you guys next time. Bye bye.